Pascal. You are now rocking with that dude Pascal. We be going wild, Haitian in the building, so original. Got the haters catching feelings. Get your hands up to the ceiling and keep them held high. Cause St. Louis isn't ready. Forget about it, goodbye. Hold up, we just saying hi. Five somebody, rise up. Weekdays, catch us live. Somebody, let's go.
Good afternoon. Good evening and good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Pascal Show. Hope you guys are all doing well out there. Hope this show finds you in good spirits. I hope this show finds you in good spirits. All right? Hope you guys are all doing well out there, okay? We have some things to go through today, okay? We got a lot to go through today, guys. And we have something coming up in about 45 minutes from now, okay? We have something popping off again. If you don't know about it, I mean, if you don't know about it, then you're not reading the title down below or the title up above, wherever you're watching this show right here, okay? On Facebook and on YouTube and Twitch and Twitter, wherever you're watching this show. There's a lot going on right now, and we have a lot to look into, okay? Now, I just did a couple videos yesterday. A pretty big one that kind of dropped the bombshell on a couple things. We're going to be going through a couple of those things. There is another story. Don't worry, there's a connection to this, or there's a reason why I'm bringing up this particular story. But there is a story that I wanted to bring up, okay, that I think is incredibly important for us to know, all right? So there's a lot of things that I'm going to be sharing with you guys over the next 48 hours. 48 hours. Within the next 45 minutes. Oh my God. Man, it's been a long couple of days, guys. All right. But I have a lot of things I want to give you guys. All right. Before we get into the live press conference. And trust me, it's This press conference is being covered okay? News Nation is covering it. WFLA is covering it. ABC 3340 is covering it. And then some. There's a lot of places you can watch it, just in case you can't watch it with me, okay? But we are going to be watching it. My sister, Socialite Sandy, will be on the show with me as well in a little bit before we go into the press conference, okay? Because she really wants to see this too. All right. And we just had a really great conversation actually on our show. We have our own show together called The Real Beef with S&P on YouTube. So please go check that out. We just got done a little bit ago, and it was one hell of a conversation, I might say. Let me put that into the chat really quick. Let me get that here. And we're almost at 1,000 subscribers. So it's still very, 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 very new. Okay. But I definitely want to share that with you guys so that you guys can go and check that out. We had quite the conversation. Again, quite the conversation. All right. And I will just pin it to the top of the chat, just in case you guys want to check it out. Okay. If you're watching on YouTube, I just pinned it to the top of the chat. Okay. So anyway, okay. See a bunch of y'all in here watching the show from all different platforms. Okay. A little bit of housekeeping really quick. Do me a favor, hit that like button down below if you're watching this on Facebook or on YouTube. You know, of course, give me a reaction on YouTube or on Facebook, okay? Please do that for me. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button on YouTube if you're watching, and go follow my Facebook page. That'll be greatly appreciated. And of course, it'd be great to have you part of the Pascal Show family. All right? So subscribe, hit the follow button, hit that join button down below if you're watching on YouTube. You can always do that. Or you can support me on Patreon. Patreon.com/The Pascal Show. That'd be greatly appreciated. Go check it out if you can. Anyway, because I work hard. But anyway, we got to get into some things. Okay, all that fluff is out the way. Okay, guys, we got to get into some things. And I see a bunch of y'all in here. Okay, definitely hit that like button. Send it past 1K. I'd love to see it go past 1K before our press conference. And I'm telling you, you do not want to miss this press conference. Okay, it's going to be wild out here in these streets. All right. But real quick, before I go into everything, I know this is a little bit of a sidestep, but I told you guys for some of you guys who have been watching my show, I did mention a while back that I was reading this book called The Spook Who Sat by the Door, and it's by Sam Greenlee. Let me tell you, go check this book out. All right. If you like anything that has to do with social commentary, so on and so forth, this is a really, really amazing book. All right. I read this a while back, but I wanted to make sure you guys knew. I want to give you guys some things to feed your brains. Okay. Food for the brain. So please go check out that book. It's an amazing book. Anyway, we got a lot to get into. All right. We got a lot to get into right now. So without further ado, let's knock this thing out. Now, I just put up a bunch of videos last night. So a lot of this is going to be a little bit of a recap of the things that I covered over last night, okay? Or over the last couple days, all right? So one of the things that we did see, okay, is the parents coming out, all right? Coming out and speaking out about this taking situation, okay? They had a interview with the Today Show, the Today Morning Show. And of course, we saw a lot going on with that. But I wanted to share a little piece with it. I mean, of course, I reacted to this, but I do want to share a little bit of this some more because I think that there's a lot to take away from this, because the mother did come out. The mother of Carlee did come out with a statement basically saying, hey, we're very thankful when she first went home. Thank you, God. We're very thankful. She's home safe. No, right? We will make a public statement soon, so on and so forth. Now, for me, I thought that this statement was going to happen like later on this week. You feel me? I was like, hey, okay. We're going to hear something from them on Friday, or it's going to be on the weekend where they think that people are going to be watching as much or something like that. But no, they actually ended up coming out with a statement, or actually with an interview with the Today Morning Show. So there are a couple things that I wanted to, couple moments that I did point out in the video, okay, in my pop-up video. But there's a couple things here that I wanted to share with you guys as well. Just certain questions of them and the reaction that they had, right? Of seeing her for the first time after 49 hours of missing, right? So let's take a look at this video real quick. Quick trip down memory lane. Hit the number one. Let me know you guys can hear this. Okay, let's rock and roll.
Saw her. We tried to hug her as best we could, but I had to stand back because she was not in a good state. So we had to stand back and let medical professionals work with her.
Okay. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much for the ones on Facebook as well. For those of y'all who are watching, I appreciate y'all. Now, the thing is that I, of course, in my reaction, and of course, I have to keep this part brief because they're very the things are vicious. Okay, especially given the fact that this is the Today Show. I have to be very surgical with the pieces that I use here. Okay, but the interviewer is asking the parents, what was your reaction? What was your first reaction when you saw Carlee when she knocked on the door alive and breathing, right? They said, we wanted to give her love, we wanted to hug her and all that, but we couldn't because the first responders were there doing their thing. Now, there was, shout out to Iked Mel, okay, another fellow YouTube content creator as well. Fantastic page, fantastic show. He put out the dispatch. And in that dispatch, they said that there was a 911 call stating that Carlee was unresponsive, but still breathing, okay? Now, everybody was sitting there confused, scratching their heads, wondering what the F does that all mean? What the heck does that mean? Keep that in mind, because we are going to be addressing that in just a little bit. There's more here. Let me get to the piece. There's more to this video. So I want to get to the nuts and bolts of everything, okay? Let's take a listen to this part.
Until Saturday night.
There were actually just so many calls and texts from people who maliciously lied to us. I just didn't know. people could be so evil.
Authorities have not
Okay.
indicated where Carlee was during the 48 hours she was missing.
Now, we are all still wondering, what the hell was she doing? What was she up to for the last 49 hours? Don't worry, we get a little bit of a glimpse in another statement that we will be looking at very shortly. But I wanted to point out, there's some questions here, right? I got questiones, okay? Got a lot of questions. What was she doing, right? What was she doing during this time? What was happening? Was she really fighting for her life for the last 48 hours? 48 hours, okay? What was going on here, all right? The other piece is, let's talk about what the mother said. They were receiving all kinds of text messages and calls from people, apparently a whole bunch of jerks out here, just being mean, trying to impersonate or act like Carlee, or giving them false information. That's another piece, another part that's very important for you guys to remember. There's a reason this is all going to come back to play very, very soon. So, like I said, hold tight. So, moving forward, here's another piece. Let's play this.
Out there.
Wait, hold on.
Absolutely. That they can continue to pursue her abductor.
Do you believe that there's an abductor still out there?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
NBC News has reached
Okay.
out to the Hoover Police.
That is, to me, the most important part out of this entire video. Not only because I know some of y'all have y'all have some feelings, okay? You have your assumptions. I know there's a lot of theories that are floating around out here. Some of y'all are looking at the demeanor of the parents as well, with your own fair share of theories as well, okay? But at the same time, they stepped forward and they said all of this out loud with an interviewer, on the Today Show. Okay? So I know a lot of people feel, because there's still three choices here. Either she was really taken, or this was a mental health crisis, or this is a big fat ass lie. You got three choices here. After seeing this video, before all the other stuff that came out, because we're going to be addressing that here in just a minute. After seeing this video, how did that make you feel? What did you think initially when that interview first dropped? I know a lot of us, okay, we're pushing more towards the side of maybe this was a mental health crisis. Maybe she wasn't really taken. Maybe she believes what she saw. She believes this thing happened to her, so on and so forth. Of course, I'm just speculating, but maybe the parents are being bamboozled, or they're believing her and she really believes what happened to her is exactly what happened to her. But I will also say this too. Never underestimate the power of denial. I repeat, never underestimate the power of denial. It could be really strong out here, okay? It could be really, really strong, all right? So that is one piece, or that's one part that I wanted to share with you guys really, really quick. Now, after this interview, okay? After this interview, few hours later, Mama came out and said some more. She had more to say, y'all. She had a whole lot more to say. And I was like, oh, damn. Okay. I thought we were done. I thought we weren't going to hear anything until maybe this weekend again, or maybe next week. But no, she wasn't done yet. She said, I got things to say. We going to talk about it. So let me share this with you guys as well. Let's take a look. On behalf of the Carlee Russell on behalf of Carlee Russell and her family, we first want to sincerely acknowledge and thank everyone for all your prayers, reward contributions through Crime Stoppers, and all the numerous acts of kindness shown to us. We asked God to perform, and He did. We understand and appreciate the sincere concern. However, we would like the public to understand a few things. First and foremost, Carlee's physical and mental well-being is our immediate concern. That's fair. This has been a traumatic experience for Carlee, and secondly, our family. Secondly, this is an outstanding investigation, and we have fully cooperated with authorities from the onset and will continue to do so. Carlee has given detectives her statement, and hopefully they are pursuing her abductor. Again, they still believe that there's a monster out there in these streets. Okay, we will be talking about that in a second once I get through this paragraph. If it will be up to law enforcement to determine what information they want to release and when they want to release that information as to not compromise the investigation. Further, we understand there are some questions about the reward donations through Crime Stoppers. It is my understanding from information I received when the reward was set up that any donations received that were not used for the reward would be returned to each donor. And from what I heard, according to the situation, rewards, a large sum of the reward money did go back to the donors. I don't know how many, how much they have still in the pot, but apparently a good sum of it is gone. Okay. But I want to go back. Okay. Where was it? She has given her statement. What did I say? Traumatic experience, outstanding investigation. They still said that there was a monster out here in these streets. Okay. A monster still out here in these streets. Now, the only pushback I have is if there is a monster out there in these streets, where are they at? What do they look like? Is there a description of said person? I know a lot of us have this question, right? We all want to know what the hell is going on, right? And yes, Jill on Facebook, thank you so much for the comment on Facebook. I heard $45,000 was returned. Yes. So apparently there's about something along around the amount of like 13,000 something still is in the pot, apparently. Okay. Just so you guys know. Okay. So where's the abductor? Where's the abductor at? Real talk. Where they at? That's what I'd like to know. All right. And I think a lot of us would like to know that too. Oh, and let's not forget. Remember, there was a child. Where is the child, man? Whose child is this? Where's the baby with the t-shirt and the diaper? The toddler, the 3 to 4 year old white male toddler. Where he at? What's his name? What does he look like? Is there a missing post somewhere with his name on it and his face on it? Where is this person? Where is this kid? Right? But let's continue. She has more. Lastly, we initially asked for the help of the public in searching and praying for Carlee's safe return. We asked for sincere prayers, not prayers or support that came with strings or entitlement. We have not created nor authorized any GoFundMe accounts nor solicited money from anyone. And I think that's a very important piece of information right there, that there has been no GoFundMe accounts that has been erected by them or created by them. Okay. Because let's be real, guys. I know there's a lot of people out here that are thinking that this was trying to make a money grab. Let's keep it a buck, y'all. Let's keep it a buck. If they really wanted to secure that bag, she would have been gone longer. She came back home 49 hours later. I don't think that this was for a money grab, y'all. I really don't. So if there's any rumors out there, I don't believe that part. At least that's the part I think is not real. Okay. They would have said, yo, stay out longer. Real talk. Her knocking on the door. They'd be like, what are you doing here? Go. Stay out longer. We're trying to secure this bag. We're almost at 100,000, right? So, again, I don't think the GoFundMe or this is a scheme to make a quick bag. Real quick, I see a bunch of y'all in here. I appreciate every single last one of y'all for watching. It really does mean a lot. Make sure you hit that like button down below, all right? If you're watching on Facebook or on YouTube, make sure you hit that like button down below. If you're watching on YouTube, let's get it past 1.5K. 1.5K likes. That would really mean a lot to me. And of course, if you haven't done that yet, hit that subscribe button. If you're on Facebook, make sure you hit that like button above on the page and follow the page as well. There's going to be more updates for sure. And you don't want to miss this. And of course, I cover a lot of different stories on my page and on my channel. So please support in any way you can. Okay. So let's continue on. I appreciate all y'all. 4,000 souls in the house right now. Dag nab. That's amazing. All right. Let's continue. Please understand our mental state and the anguish we have just experienced, and that Carlee is still dealing with, and understand that no matter how many demands or false narratives that are produced, we will not be bullied into doing anything that will compromise our daughter's mental well-being or the investigation. You heard her. She said it. Also, we will not entertain the negative social media comments with a response, so you can find someone else to do it. God has been too good to us and brought our daughter safely home, and we will not participate in allowing this moment to be tainted. Okay, and this is the part that really got me, guys. This is the part. There is one terrible and heartless hoax we want to address out of several. Now, you heard about the rumor. You heard about that rumor about the Red Roof Inn rumor, right? So she is addressing it now. She says, I received a text at some point from someone claiming to be Carlee and that she was at Red Roof Inn. And naturally, I feel naturally as a family, we'd all be running towards Red Roof Inn after you got a text message saying, I'm your loved one, and you've been wondering where I am, and I'm at Red Roof Inn. And if this is true, I can understand the knee-jerk reaction from the family. So they said, however, when my family went there, because there's stories about them showing up in carloads, okay? So when my family went there and knocked doors and looked for her, and there was no indication Carlee was there, nor that she had ever been there. So she clarifies that part, right? And again, there was a story about a Red Roof Inn call to the parents saying that it was Carlee and that she was there. Apparently, it was a text message. Someone wanted to be a jerk. Allegedly, somebody wanted to be a jerk, acting like Carlee, when it actually wasn't Carlee at all. Okay? Now, I know some of y'all are holding tight to a lot of the, mainly on some of the rumors that are out here. I don't know what to say about that, okay? But there are people out here, especially whenever there is a missing person story that gets very, very big and gets out there. There's a lot of people that will go out of their way to just fabricate BS, make stuff up, put things out to make it sound like something that it's not. So I wouldn't be surprised if they got fake text messages saying, oh, I'm here and I'm over at Red Roof Inn as a prank, right? Okay. So we hear all that. Very interesting stuff. Remember those points that I gave you through those two pieces right there, okay? Because now we're going into this other piece. And this, to me, man, just threw a wrench in the whole machinery, guys. This rocked my world. I'm gonna be real. I was like, oh, now I don't even know anymore. Okay? I don't even know what's true anymore, my God. But this is from 5-0. This is from Hoover PD. They came out with their own statement, another one, so that they can get in front of everything before this press conference that's happening in about 20 minutes, y'all. And again, damn. Let's take a look at this one too. So Carlee Russell investigation continues. The investigation into the Carlee Russell case continues as detectives are working to determine what happened from the time prior to her phone call, the 911 call, Thursday night, until she returned home on foot Saturday night. Detectives spoke to Carlee very briefly upon her return home and are waiting for her to be made available to obtain a more detailed statement about the sequence of events during that time frame. I feel that, okay, in this paragraph, this is the biggest piece of information. They only briefly talked to her. So they don't have full transparency right now from Carlee. At least this is from what I gather in this situation. She briefly said something, and then they took her home after the hospital. Okay, because apparently they got a statement from her, and I guess the statement was taken somewhere between her arrival at home or her at the hospital. Either way, they made that conversation very, very brief, very, very fast. Okay, so she just gave like a generalization of something. Okay, and now they're going, well, we're still waiting to get a hold of her. We're still waiting to hear more from her. Hopefully they did talk to her from the time that they released this statement up until between this time, between the time that they dropped this off or posted this to the press conference, right? To the press conference that we're having in about 17 minutes from now. Okay. So moving on, we're going to have to do these pretty quick. So while we're not in a position to reveal all the information we gathered at this point, we can talk about some details that we have not previously discussed. So they're like, okay, so here's the tea. Here's the tea. If you want the tea, here's the tea. So let's get into it. After leaving the colonnade, so remember, she left work, okay? She went to the colonnade to pick up food. So she went to the colonnade. Then after she went to the colonnade, Carlee went to Target on Highway 280 and purchased some snack food type items. These items were not located in the vehicle or with her cell phone and the wig at the scene of her disappearance. So either you got two choices. Either you have a monster, like an abductor with a heart of gold, or she took the stuff with her. Those are the two choices you got. She left everything, wigs, everything, but she disappeared along with the food. Like I said, I mean, I know Hoover food be fire, but what? I mean, them lemon pepper wings, I mean, they're to die for. But what? You leave everything behind except for the Target bag filled with snack foods and the food that you bought not only for yourself, but if I'm correct, you bought some food for someone in the family. So you disappear with those things. Interesting. Makes me wonder why. And then would the monster that took her, would they go, oh, let's not forget the food in the car. I'm sorry, let me get the food. I'm curious. I'm just asking for a friend. I'm just challenging it because it doesn't make any sense. Everything else was left behind except for the food? Okay. It's interesting. I just have to challenge these questions, or, I have to ask these questions. Challenge this with questions, okay? Unless she knew she was going on the trip. That's the only other choice I can think of right now. But again, anything is possible with this situation. Real talk. And again, I'm very thankful she is safe, home and safe. This could very well be a mental health break, but it also is looking like something else now, and it's kind of crazy. But let's move on. So the Hoover PD has not located any evidence of a toddler. Remember I just asked about the toddler? They have not located any evidence of a toddler walking down the interstate, nor did we receive any additional calls about a toddler walking down the interstate, despite numerous vehicles passing through the area as depicted by the traffic camera surveillance video. So again, you got her saying that she saw a kid, but no other people in transit saw the kid on the side of the road. She's the only one that saw the kid. Then also at the same time, there were no reports. There were no calls about her. No one on the road said, excuse me, I see a woman fighting for her life on the side of the interstate. Did we see that? Did we hear any 911 calls about a woman fighting for her life or seeing that there's a struggle on the side of the road? Nothing. Not one phone call. Not one 911 call about that. That doesn't make any sense either. Does it? Again, just asking the questions. Let's move on to the next piece, which is very tough. And this is the last bullet, okay, of evidence or information that the police have received. And dang nabbit, this sucks. Detectives have obtained surveillance video from Carlee's neighborhood, which shows her walking down the sidewalk alone prior to her arrival at her residence. We're going to go through the whole paragraph first, and I'm going to break it down. Fire department radio traffic obtained by several media outlets shows the medics were dispatched to her residence on an unresponsive but breathing person. That was the term used in the initial dispatch of the Hoover Fire Department to the residence. And the information about her condition was simply a dispatcher relaying information from what a 911 caller told the emergency communicator. When first responders arrived on the scene, they found Miss Russell conscious and speaking. And she was transported in that condition. So she was Gucci, y'all. She was talking. She was not unresponsive, but breathing. But apparently someone in a 911 call made that description. Now, of course, let's break this down, okay? And then I got somebody very special coming on in just a second, okay? But let me break this down real quick, okay? So the detectives, they obtained the surveillance video of her walking down the sidewalk in her neighborhood alone. So she was still walking. Now, there's a possibility. We still have to play out the options. There's a possibility she was on that the person, the monster, was motivated by the fact that there were so many people concerned of her well-being, the unbelievable outpour of care, and the fact that her name was out here in these streets like this. They were so moved that they said, F it. They pulled up to the front of the neighborhood and said, kick rocks, and let her go. There's a possibility of that. But they see her walking down the sidewalk alone in her neighborhood. Now, I get it. If she was walking from the place, I'm not a marathon runner, okay? I like to run. I run, but if I know that I've been fighting for my life for that long, I wouldn't be running all the way home, right? But if I show up in my own neighborhood and I know it is the home stretch, I'm booking it. At least I am. I am high stepping it, okay? Straight up. Usain Bolt, whatever his name is, in through the neighborhood to my parents' home, knocking on the door to safety. That's what I would be doing. But it sounds like she was sauntering in the neighborhood. At least that's how they describe it. And we are going to find out more information at this press conference for sure in about 10 minutes. Okay. Now, the unresponsive part. Someone called 911 and said that she was unresponsive but breathing. Now, she could have showed up on the side of, let's err on the side of either mental health break or that she was taken. When she showed up to the house, she could have finally, in her mind, went into shock because, when you got adrenaline pumping, if you're trying to survive, so on and so forth, right? There could be a possibility that when she finally got there, the adrenaline dropped. She was finally safe and she had a mental break. That could be possible, y'all. We have to play that. So when they called 911, at first, maybe she wasn't responsive at that time, but still breathing. But then when first responders did arrive at the scene, maybe she calmed down. Maybe everything was cool, right? She's home. She realizes she's home. She's okay. She's home. She's okay. She's okay. She's home, right? That's a possibility. Or whoever called 911 may have been a little bit dramatic, may have exaggerated a little bit. That could be it too, because of maybe how she was responding at that time. But then when first responders did show up, she was Gucci. She was cool. She was calm. And that's when she was able to be conscious and talk. And she left in that very condition, talking and alert, reactive, right? Not in a frozen shock phase, not in some deep anxiety type of thing. She was talking and she was aware of her surroundings. That is incredibly important, okay? And then she was later treated and then released from the hospital, okay? That is all the information that we have right now. And of course, I did a reaction to this statement and the other statement and the interview as well. So, and I made a whole playlist on YouTube. So if you want to run those things back when this whole thing is done, by all means, go and check out those playlists. That would really mean a lot, okay? But when we look at this stuff, it is pretty wild stuff, all right? It is surprising. It's totally thrown me off, because I'm thinking I've been erring on the side of mental health. But now, after seeing this stuff from 5-0, I don't even know anymore. I really don't even know anymore. I'm confused. I don't even know which way is up. I'm exhausted, okay? With all the speculation, the theories, and all that stuff. Even my own speculations and theories as well. I don't even know what the hell is going on anymore. So definitely let me know what you think in the comments. I do want to bring up my sister and also my co-host, okay, or the host. I don't know what to call it, but we co-host a show. That sounds fair, because it's not my show, it's our show. Okay, so we co-host a show called The Real Beef with S&P. I just put the link up at the top of the chat earlier in the show. Please go check it out. Oh, those of you that are watching on Facebook, I posted it on the actually I'll put it in the chat here as well. So I'll put it in the chat because it'll go into the Facebook chat as well. All right. Go and check it out if you can. That'd be greatly appreciated. All right. We talked about this at great lengths. It was a lot of fun. We laughed a bunch. We had some very concerning questions and all that. So anyway, without further ado, please welcome my sister. This is my sister. This is my blood. All right. Socialite Sandy.
Woo-hoo! What's up, man? How are you?
Man,
long time no see.
Yeah, no kidding. I just saw you about an hour ago, right? yeah.
What's up, y'all?
Hey, yeah. Say hi to everybody, dag nabbit.
What's up, you guys? Happy to be here. Thank you for having me as a guest here on your show. Hopefully, you guys will go and check ours as well. Okay.
Yes, of course. So I appreciate you being here.
Yes.
And again, guys, go check out The Real Beef with S&P. The link to our latest video is at the top of the chat, and also in the chat for you Facebook watchers as well. If you want to go over there and subscribe over there too, that'd be greatly appreciated. We'd really appreciate it. We have a really great time, really great rapport. You know how it is. And today we had a really great conversation about this, and we're going to be continuing the conversation here too. But I do want to bring up something, okay? Now, I told you guys, and we only have a few more minutes until the actual thing goes like down. Ooh, it's about to go down here soon. I'm keeping my eye on. But I know a lot of you guys are wondering, and I know a lot of people have been comparing this Carlee situation, if it is a hoax, okay? Only on the side of if this is a hoax. They've been comparing this to, let me pull this up, Sherry Papini. And if you don't know who Sherry Papini is, okay, I'm going to give you guys a little bit of a breakdown on that. Okay, so it was the shocking abduction of a mother of two small children that rocked a family, Northern California town and the nation, after Sherry Papini turned up on the side of a highway 3 weeks after her mysterious disappearance Investigators worked tirelessly to find people responsible. But in the end, it was Sherry Papini herself who masterminded her own disappearance and inflicted numerous injuries on herself while staying, wow, while staying with an ex-boyfriend who was unaware of her scheme. Papini had told investigators that she was taken by two fictional Hispanic women and held against her will for weeks before letting her go. Last week, during that time, she owned up to her lies. This is obviously old reporting, but she owned up to her lies, pleading guilty to one count of making false statements and one count of mail fraud. She was sentenced to 18 months in federal prison, double the amount of time requested by federal prosecutors. So this woman went out of her way to fabricate a bold-faced lie, a big, whole, fat-ass lie, okay, guys, because she wanted to get out of her situation. Real talk. She really wanted to get out of the situation that she was in. She was not happy. And of course, she injured herself. She had the guy that she was with injure her as well. I mean, it's insane the things that she did.
Crazy.
I did want to bring that up, a brief breakdown of that, because that's, I've done a video about that. Please go and check it out, especially because it's just a crazy story. But I know that a lot of people are comparing this situation to Sherry Papini. Now, again, we don't know everything yet. We don't know everything yet. We're supposed to be hearing something very, very soon from 5-0, okay, in just a little bit. But, Sandy, let me know your thoughts here on this, because this is crazy. So
it's absolutely insane.
thanks. Yeah.
Okay. Naturally for me, I'm shooketh, but was very skeptical from the very, very beginning. So I personally am kind of a little bit relieved that all these speculations that I was having in my head actually might very well be the case. Only thing for me is that I'm just praying that this was not a complete and utter fabrication. Obviously, I don't want anything negative to happen to her or to have happened to her, but I would rather it be the mental health issue theory versus it being the situation where she actually truly was abducted, hurt in any way, harmed in any way, simply because of the fact that we already know, right? And we talked about this on our show, that the ramifications of what happens after this comes out, if it turns out to be a fabrication, the effect and the impact it's going to have on future coverage of the abductions, kidnappings, disappearances of people of color, because
Right.
it will have an impact. That is one of my biggest concerns. Obviously, I'm happy that she's home safe, right? But I'm hoping and praying it is not a fabrication. I'm praying for at least the mental health theory.
Yes.
Of all the theories.
Sorry, I'm just trying to make sure that everything's
Absolutely, 'cause I know
Gucci.
it's about to start too.
Because it's going to be starting in about in about 1 minute, allegedly. Okay.
Yes.
But I will say this: I have concerns, because obviously I've been I've been erring on the side of mental health issue.
Mhm.
I don't think she really was taken. I think it was a mental health issue.
Yes.
I've been leaning on that quite a bit. I don't know what to believe anymore after hearing what the police have said as of late, in that statement, and all that. I'm going, damn, that is some really damning information. Now,
Yes.
there could be an explanation that still leans on the side of her being taken. I mean, anything is possible in this situation. But yes, I agree 110%. Okay, especially what you just said. We have an amazing amount of care about this situation. There's so many people. I mean, shoot, y'all are watching right now. Y'all are watching right now. 45, almost 4,600 souls right now, just on YouTube alone, are watching this show, this feed right now, because not only do you care, yes, I know a lot of y'all want to see if your theory is correct, but you guys cared when she went. We all hashtagged her name. We
Absolutely.
all word and shared her on our social medias and whatnot, and let people know what was going on, right? Because we want everyone to be home safe. And it's amazing, unprecedented, on something like this, that somebody that we all went out of our way for something like this. I just hope exactly with what you said. I just hope it doesn't turn into a thing where finally we put this type of energy towards this missing Black woman, and
Finally.
it all of a sudden people let up because now you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Just don't know what to believe anymore.
Absolutely.
Okay. Hold on.
Mic check 1 2.
Okay.
Mic check. Everybody give me a thumbs up. I just want to make sure we're
Yeah,
good.
we hear
Mic
you,
check,
girl.
1 2.
Come on.
Mic check 1 2. We're in the city of Hoover, Alabama. 1 2 3.
All right.
Right at 2:30 now.
Always appreciate a good
Central
mic check.
Daylight Time. Everybody good? Everybody
So,
good?
Okay.
Mic check 1 2. Mic check. We're getting very close. Mic check 1 2. Mic check. You're good, Mike?
Mic check
check,
1
you
2.
good?
See
Mic
her
check.
saying
You
we're
good?
getting close. There's
Everybody
a
So
good?
shout out to
lot of
WFLA.
anticipation
Sir, in
for
the
this
great- okay.
because so many days have passed since Carlee Russell
True.
turned up. People want to
Let me give you
know
one real quick.
what happened. Again, one of the big reasons why people really were
Mic
so
check,
honed
1
in on
2.
this story.
Mic check 1 2.
I'm just
I
going to
think
mute
he's-
for a second. One of the reasons that people were so honed in on this story was because it was a missing person. It was a call to action.
Okay.
People just wanted to help find Carlee Russell safe and sound, but a good Samaritan
Okay.
as well.
Official 2-minute warning.
2-minute
right
warning.
now.
Damn
okay?
it.
2 minutes.
So that's
Of
the
course.
official
Okay.
warning
All
from Hoover
right.
Police. But again,
All right,
it's a
JB.
woman
I'll talk to you later,
who
JB. We'll see
called
you later.
911.
No, JB's dope. WFLA is great. And they usually have a really good feed. So shout out to them. I appreciate, because I went to another channel and their feed was just really glitchy. I'm gonna check it one more time to see if maybe there's a miracle here. But it is really, for some weird reason, super
I'm so
glitchy.
curious to see what they are going to say. Oh my goodness.
I'm very curious as
The
well.
anticipation is real, you guys.
All they're doing right now is mic check a 1 2 1 2. Mic check a
Yes.
1 2 1 2. You know what I'm saying?
I just want to know.
like the Run DMC or something.
For
Okay.
real.
But we are all here for this. We are all waiting for it anyway. So yeah, like I said, damn man. Okay, I'm just going back to WFLA because that's the safest bet. Anyway, I totally 110% agree with you, Sandy. I think that this is a really crucial moment right now. Especially, but I will say this, and we've said on the show earlier, we need to have the same energy. Like this what we did here was amazing. Every single last person didn't matter. They just wanted her home safe. Period, point blank. We need that same energy on everything from this point on.
Everyone.
Right? Whether this is a hoax or this is a real story,
Right.
regardless, we need that same energy. Period, point blank.
Yes.
All right. Looks like they're about to start. Pulling it up. Give me 2 seconds. Come on, you mother novel. Hold on. Oof. Okay, it's going. It's just sticky as hell.
All right. Good afternoon and welcome.
Here we
to the
go.
Frank and
boy.
Pam Bearfield Training Center. I'm Captain Keith Sescaleba. That's spelled KeithCzeskleba with the Hoover Police Department. Joining me at the podium today will be Hoover Mayor Frank Brocato, spelled Brocato, and Hoover Police Chief Nick Derzis, spelled Derzis. You may also hear from Lieutenant Daniel Lowe, spelled Lowe, of the Hoover Police Investigations Division. Mayor Brocato will make a brief opening statement, and then Chief Derzis will read a prepared statement. After Chief's statement is complete, there will be an opportunity to ask a few questions regarding this investigation. Keep in mind that this is still an ongoing investigation, so there may be some questions that we cannot answer. With that, I will turn it over to Mayor Brocato.
That's fair. They're still investigating.
Yep.
Let's go. Sweet home Alabama. I had to get that out of my system. All right.
My
Thank
Lord.
you and good afternoon for you all coming today. You know, 6 days ago, our community learned about the disappearance of Carlee Russell, and it sent fear and pandemonium not just through our city, but the entire state and the nation as well. The media quickly joined us to get the word out about Carlee. Our community sprung into action, and they organized search parties, arranged prayer vigils, and they took other steps that I'm not even aware of to help in this situation. The Hoover Police Department quickly rallied multiple partner agencies, stopping at nothing to find Carlee. I'd like to take this time to say thank you first to the Hoover Police Department, our partner agencies, our wonderful community, and to all those that aided in some way in connection with this situation. As the days have gone on and more information has been shared, we know everyone has questions. The Hoover Police Department is known for being very methodical and thorough with their investigations. For that reason, we did not feel comfortable speaking in detail publicly until now.
Okay.
It is important that we share this information now so that our community can be put at ease. So at this time, I'll turn the microphone over to Hoover Police Chief Nick Durses.
Okay, let's go. It's game time, baby.
Oh boy.
Thank everyone for being here today. Besides me stands the team who played a significant role in this investigation. I want to thank our department, members of surrounding local law enforcement agencies, the FBI, Secret Service, United States Marshals, and ALEA for their assistance in this case. We said from the evening of July 13th, our focus would be the safe return of Carlee Russell. That occurred on Saturday, July 15th, approximately 49 hours after she called 911 and disappeared. From that point, our focus has been to determine Carlee's whereabouts during that time and what exactly took place. Let me say up front, this investigation is not over.
No.
We're still working this case, and we work in this case until we uncover every piece of evidence that helps us account for the 49 hours that Carlee Russell was missing. However, through the public interest, and in some cases, public fear that this story has generated, we owe it to our citizens to tell them the facts that we have uncovered. So I will give you the facts that we know today.
He's slick.
July 13th,
I'm ready.
approximately 8:20 p.m., Carlee left work from a business at the Summit. Surveillance video from her place of employment shows Carlee concealed a dark-colored bathrobe, a roll of toilet paper, and other items belonging to the business prior to her departure. She ordered food from Tzatziki's at the Colonnade and traveled there. She then traveled to Target on 280, where she purchased some granola bars and Cheez-Its. From there, she remained in the parking lot at that shopping center until 9:21 p.m. when she drove to I-459. Carlee communicated on her cell phone with individuals known to her while on her path of travel, up to the point of calling 911 at 9:34 p.m. And at this time, we will play the 911 call in its entirety.
Thank you.
That's what I've been wanting to hear.
Let's go. Make it loud and clear.
Please.
He looks slick.
I was about to say his suit. You see
Bruh.
it? I was going to say, I didn't want to interrupt him. I was like, let me see the suit.
Man, the haberdashery on that man.
Okay.
Hi, I am on Interstate 459, and there's just a kid just walking by themselves. Oh, hold on. Where am I supposed to are you? I'm right next to the exit 10 by the Hoover Med, like to get off by the Hoover Med. Okay, so you're before the exit? Yes. Okay, and were you headed southbound or northbound? Okay, towards Tuscaloosa or towards 280? Towards Tuscaloosa. Okay, and was the child on the left or right side? On the right side.
Okay.
Were they walking northbound or southbound? They're walking towards Tuscaloosa. Walking southbound. Or how old do they look? Like a toddler, like maybe like 3 or 4. Did you pull over with them? Are you still with them? Yes. Okay, are you with the child right now? No, I'm not. I didn't get out of the car. I can see them though. Do you mind staying and keeping an eye on them until we get there? Yeah, sure, yeah. Okay, what kind of car are you in? I'm in a red Mercedes-Benz. Is it a sedan or SUV? SUV. I mean, it's a sedan. Sorry. Can you put your hazards on for me? Yeah, they're on. Okay. Did you talk to the child at all, or did you say anything to them? No. Okay. No. Do they look like they're injured? No, they don't. Are they white, black, Hispanic, or Asian? They're white. Okay. Is it male or female? I think it's a boy, a little boy. Right now? Okay. So is he wearing clothes? Yes. Okay. What is he wearing? It's a white t-shirt, and it doesn't look like he has any pants on. It looks like a diaper. And you don't see any cars anywhere? No cars anywhere. Okay. All right. What's your name? My name is Carlee Russell. And you don't see any injuries on the child from where you're at, correct? No, but I can't really see them that good. Okay, try to keep an eye on them for the best that you can, because I don't want you to lose track of them. Okay. All right, and do they have shoes on? No, shoes? Not that I can see. I can't really see that one. Okay. All right, I've got them on the way, okay? Just try to keep an eye on them, but officers are on the way, okay? Okay, thanks. Thank you. Okay,
Carlee called a relative after speaking with the 911 operator. She went missing during that conversation sometime after 9:36 p.m. Traffic camera footage was obtained, which depicted this portion of the incident, and that footage was analyzed as part of the investigation in conjunction with the 911 call and cell phone data to accurately determine the time frame. Carlee's 911 call remains the only report of a child on the interstate, despite numerous vehicles passing through the area at that time. No one has called to report that a child is missing, and the Hoover Police Department did not locate any evidence of a small child walking down the interstate. Data from Carlee's phone, including her Life 360 app, shows that she traveled approximately 600 yards in her vehicle while she was on the phone with 911, stating that she was following a child. 600 yards. That is 6 football fields straight, 600 yards. The Hoover 911 Center received a second call from Carlee's mother stating that a relative was on the phone with her when they heard Carlee scream, and then they had an open phone line. Hoover police officers arrived on the scene within 5 minutes of being dispatched, and several other officers arrived shortly. They located Carlee's wig and cell phone in the grass near the vehicle. Her purse was located in the front seat of her vehicle with her Apple Watch in the purse. The food she ordered for Tzatziki's was also in the car. The items she purchased from Target, as well as the items taken from her place of employment, were not in the vehicle, nor were they located anywhere around the scene. Hoover police deployed all available assets from the point in the search for Carlee. Additional resources were called in to include our own drone unit, crime scene investigators. Numerous detectives responded to the scene. Throughout the day Friday, officers
Come on. Hold on, guys.
from surrounded local and federal agencies assisted Hoover police in the search for Carlee Russell. Officers returned to the scene on 459 to conduct a thorough line search.
I don't know why it's tripping. Hold
Yeah,
up.
I was looking at other footage, and they're just all
For
day.
evidence. K-9 teams from the
I'm gonna
Jefferson
play it
County
like
Sheriff's
this.
Department responded to check for any sign of Carlee.
Yeah, it's tripping now.
Yep. Come on, Buffer.
Carlee walking down the sidewalk alone prior to arrival at her residence. She was conscious and speaking with paramedics when she was transported to UAB. Detectives were able to obtain a brief statement from her prior to being treated and released. During the statement, she told detectives that while traveling down the interstate, she saw a baby walking down the side of the road and called 911. She stated when she got out of her vehicle to check on the child, a man came out of the trees and mumbled that he was checking on the baby. She claimed that the man then picked her up and she screamed. She stated he then made her go over a fence. She claims he then forced her into a car, and the next thing she remembers is being in the trailer of an 18-wheeler.
Oh my
She stated
God.
the male was with a female. However, she never saw the female, only hearing her voice. She also told detectives she could hear a baby crying. She told detectives the male had orange hair with a big bald spot on the back. She said she was able to escape the 18-wheeler and fled on foot, only to be captured again and then was put in a car. She claimed she was then blindfolded but was not tied up because the captor said they did not want to leave impressions on her wrists. She said that they took her into a house and made her get undressed. She believes they took pictures of her, but she does not remember them having any physical or sexual contact. She stated the next day she woke up and was fed cheese crackers by the female. She said the woman also played with her hair, but could not remember anything else. At some point, she was put back in a vehicle. she claims was able to escape while it was in the West Hoover area. She told detectives she ran through lots of woods until she came out near her residence. During this interview, detectives noted that Carlee had a small injury to her lip, and she claimed that her head was hurting. She also had a tear in her shirt. Detectives also noted that she had $107 cash in her right sock. Out of respect for Carlee and her family, detectives did not press for additional information in this interview and made plans to speak with her in detail after giving her time to rest. Detectives continue analyzing data from Carlee's cell phone that was left behind at the scene. We enlisted the help of the United States Secret Service in conducting this analysis. Part of what data includes several internet searches in the days leading up to their disappearance that I think are very relevant to this case. On July 11th at 7:30 a.m., the term, "Do you have to pay for an Amber Alert?" was searched. On July 13th at 1:03 a.m., the day of her disappearance, the term, "How to take money from a register without being caught," was searched. On July 13th at 2:13 a.m., the day of her disappearance, the term Birmingham bus station was searched. On July 13th, 2:35 a.m., a search for a one-way bus ticket from Birmingham to Nashville was conducted with a departure date of July 13th. On July 13th at 12:10 p.m., a search for the movie Taken, a film about abduction, was conducted. There were 2 searches related to Amber Alerts on a computer at Carlee's place of employment, including one regarding the maximum age of an Amber Alert. There were other searches on Carlee's phone that appeared to shed some light on her mindset, but out of respect for her privacy, we will not be releasing the content of those searches at this time. We've asked to interview Carlee a second time, but have not been granted that request. As you can see, there are many questions left to be answered, but only Carlee can provide those answers. What we can say is that we've been unable to verify most of Carlee's initial statement made to investigators, and we have no reason to believe that there is a threat to the public safety related to this particular case. Thank you very much.
Holy crap.
For the love of God.
Questions, please raise your hand and I will call on you. Carol.
What?
What the hell?
Right now, our focus is to determine those 49 hours, so the investigation continues. So to be perfectly honest with you, that hasn't even entered our mind or been discussed. Well, I think the family has stated to us that they didn't think that in her mental state right now, because of trauma of the incident, that she's not ready to talk, is what we've been told.
Right, sir. Question for Chief. You stated that the abductor had orange hair. Was this abductor black male? Was it female? Black female? White female?
I believe it's a white male. Am I correct by saying that? Was it ever? Yeah, white male.
Cletus.
Yet on loose in the Hoover area.
Don't believe so.
Yes, ma'am.
Chief Bernadino, WBRC, has a toxicology report been done and were any
Wow.
drugs or illegal substances found in her system?
We have no report of that.
Is any indication of mental illness in this case?
Not that I'm aware of.
There's been a concern in the community that if this turned out not to be a true story, that the next time a young woman of color was missing, that it might not be taken seriously. How would you
I'd respond to say that we investigate every crime to the fullest, just like we have this one.
Proper response.
Excuse me, was she traveling with anyone since the time she disappeared, to your knowledge?
And not to my knowledge.
Chief, I know you said you weren't able to verify a lot of aspects of the story. Where do you think she went? How would you characterize what happened to her?
You know, that's the $100 question. You know, we pretty much know exactly what took place from the time she left work until she got on the 911 call, and we can see getting out of the car on the interstate from that footage. And after that, I think she only knows. We don't know.
Well, one quick follow-up. Her parents. Did you speak with Carlee's parents? And why do you think it is they were so adamant there was an abductor?
Yeah, I think parents are believing what their daughter's saying, and we've had a very good rapport with the parents, met with them on several occasions. I've talked to them today a few times, and to make them understand that we're under pressure from our community, not only in our community of the state, but nationally when the story hit. And I just wanted them to understand that today we were going to have a press conference, and what we were going to detail today are facts. And everything that I've told you today is actual facts. It's not innuendos. It's not what I think. It's not what these detectives think. It is the factual information that we have. Well, I think our detectives have talked to the parents, and we're ready. We're ready to talk as soon as she's ready. So, she called right now. We're ready.
So many questions.
Ooh, how about unknown? We know the facts that we have. Everything else is unknown at this time.
What have the past few days been like for you, your department? This has been a stressful search.
Well, absolutely. And again, the focus of the investigation that Thursday when she went missing, of course, the focus was to get Carlee home. That's what we want all. We wanted her safe and sound. And that's all
Right.
happened. And then, of course, this has gotten to be not only a local state story, but a national story. So, it is. It's a lot of stress on everyone in the Hoover Police Department, and the mayor, to every citizen here. We want to know the truth.
As you stand here, are you frustrated?
I wouldn't say I'm frustrated. I mean, I'm very happy that Carlee's home. That was the main ingredient here, and then we'll figure it out. I promise you that we'll end up figuring it out.
Any idea about the number of manpower hours or the expense and all the rest of the search that might cost the city and state and federal government?
Yeah, we haven't had time to consider that, but it's again, these detectives that are here. This is just a small group of people that have been associated with this case. We have put every available resource that we have on this case because we wanted to make sure that we found out everything. We wanted to get her home, and we have.
Chief, was there any prior indication of mental health problems?
Not that I'm aware of.
Can you just expand on the people from the state, federal resources brought in? What were they doing exactly as you all were searching for them? Just expand on that.
Sure. A lot of the from the FBI side, several agents helping us interview. I mean, as you well know, in a case like this, especially when it goes national, we got hundreds and hundreds of calls. And when you get those calls, some of them may just be outlandish, but you've got to follow up on them because you never know that you may get that one tidbit. And I'd also say too that we had a great cooperation with the family. The family received hundreds and hundreds of tips, and every time they got a tip, they sent it to us.
Would you say a crime has been?
No, we have not determined that. No.
Chief Mims, WAGG 610 Summit Media. Question for Chief. With all of the searches that you mentioned, Chief, that were on Carlee's phone, does that kind of give you an indication of her mind state during this ordeal, 48 hours
Yeah.
that she went missing?
Well, again, we want to talk in facts, and I do think it's highly unusual to the day that someone gets kidnapped, that 7 hours, 8 hours before that they're searching the internet, Googling the movie Taken about an abduction. I find that very, very strange. Yes.
Strange.
Do you feel confident?
Your face.
Feel confident that you know why Carlee Russell may have done it?
No, we do not know. Absolutely not.
Chief, can you explain for us, you mentioned that while at you said Carlee was on the front line with one, she was traveling 6 football fields, which tells you what?
Which tells me that I've had kids, and I'm sure a lot of people here have, and it's very, very, again, she said it, and I'm not saying it couldn't happen because I've always been one of these guys, never say never, but 6 football fields. I mean, I like athletics, I like football. 6 football fields. To think that a toddler, barefoot, that could be 3 or 4 years old, is going to travel 6 football fields without getting in the roadway, without crying, without any just moving down. It's just very hard for me.
Very hard for him. Yeah.
That part.
Is that video from 459? And did you see a man grab her?
We did not see, from what we can tell, we don't see anybody on the interstate other than her car and then someone getting out of her driver's side. We have sent that off to the FBI for enhancement. It has not been returned.
Do you think in this case that charges will
not only fabricated 911 call, but to lie to law enforcement during investigation?
Well, again, that's not something that we've been discussed since we're going through the still investigation. But people have to understand that when someone says something like this, we put every available resource. Everybody comes together from, like I say, state, local, federal. It's just a lot of work, and gentleman early said frustrated. I mean, it is a little frustrating to think that all this has been done and we can't find anything out.
Did anyone see her calling in from the side of the road when she made that 911 call?
No, not to my knowledge.
All right, last question here. Is this investigation held up until you can speak once again, Carlee Russell?
Well, there's a few things that we're still doing, but obviously we want to talk to Carlee as soon as we can and do an in-depth interview. And at that time, I think we'll have these investigators doing some other things. So
That's all the questions we're going to answer today.
Mm-mm-mm.
We'll be following up with y'all later. Thank you so much.
Thank you for your time, Chief. Thank you.
Breaking news on WFLA now. Here's JV Buno.
I just want to hear a little bit from him.
Carlee Russell claims she was abducted by a man who emerged out of the woods along I-459 Thursday night, but missing items, a troubling Google search history, and a lack of a second interview with law enforcement.
Yeah.
Investigators and the public with doubts as to whether or not her story is true. Hello there, folks. JB here with you live on WFLA now.
All right.
Across all
right, JB.
As we try to process.
Appreciate WFLA for doing what they did, putting this up and all that. But obviously, as we continue, as we proceed to give you what you need. All right. There are a lot of questions around this situation. I took notes. I don't know if you did too, Sandy, but I was taking notes. I was writing some things down and I apologize for getting weak at taking. I'm sorry.
That was
okay.
hilarious.
No, I don't mean to be. I don't mean to be. I don't mean to be rude. Okay, because this is still an ongoing investigation. But when he said taken, I was like, no. He didn't say Liam Neeson's. He didn't say Liam Neeson's. She took that right out of my head. Okay.
Literally.
So we got some things that we got to break down. Okay. So I see a whole bunch of y'all in the house. Okay. Please do me a favor. Okay. Do me this solid. Hit that like button down below, please. And thank you. That would be greatly appreciated. See a bunch of y'all in here. It's amazing. Please hit that like button. Send those likes all the way up. And of course, please do not forget to hit that subscribe button. Please and thank you as well. Crush that subscribe button. All right. Yeah, we passed 100,000 subscribers on this channel. It is amazing. I am very excited about that. You know what I'm saying? Hey.
That's what I'm talking about.
Pew, pew, pew. All right. I'm very, very excited about that. We passed 100,000 subscribers on YouTube. Still working on Facebook. So if you're watching on Facebook right now, please be sure to hit that follow button. Hit it. Anyway, we got to get into some things. Sandy, let's talk.
Woo, boys.
Okay,
Now,
this is Nuck and Foots. All right, I'm gonna say it. It's Nuck and Foots. I said it. I don't know how else to say it. Yeah, definitely. If you have a comment that you want us to read out loud, make sure you send that a super chat. I'll be sure to read it out loud during this conversation. But Sandy, let me throw the conch over to you. Okay, what do you think? What do you think? Before we go into the details, what do you think so far?
Oh my Lord, child, listen. Can we just pray that she just had a mental break and she was just doing this because she's cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs? And I'm not even trying to be disrespectful, but we just got bamboozled, y'all. Like, the Google search history alone. But then there were so many random things that they were saying, of the actual factuals that kind of just sealed the, you know what I mean? Just the nail in the coffin, y'all. Like, this is something, man.
This is wild. Kelly J. Wow, the comments are coming in hard. It's just said, and it's the comments. Come on. It's not letting me put in the comments. That's weird.
Unbelievable.
But this is some wild-ish. I'm just gonna say it. I am shooketh.
This
Okay.
is why her parents kept their mouths shut. And that's why I said there was some suspiciousness going on when I watched the interview on the Today Show. I really truly felt they were hiding something. Not that
Okay.
I think that they're in on anything, but
Yeah.
I feel as though they know some, they know enough to know that this was some BS or whatever it was, right? And went into full protect their child mode. Then another thing, they've not made
Come on.
they've not made her available to
Yeah.
have conversation with the authorities. Wait, what?
Yeah.
After they done went through all the search, all the manpower and all of that, searching for your child, and all of a sudden they're not making her available to have those very important, crucial conversations, to answer those very important, crucial questions.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, come on now. Come on now. Come
I-
on now.
I mean, I'm lost right now. I'm at a loss for words, to be really honest. Honestly, I'm gonna be real. I'm gonna be honest. It was the Taken for me. It was Taken that threw me off. But
Taken took me out.
we got to break this down. So you took some notes because there's some holes in my notes because he was just going bow or rapido.
I know he was in it so fast. I was like, okay.
So we got some things we got to get into. Okay, hold on. Let me fix your volume really quick. Hold on.
Sir.
Sorry, it's because I lowered it for the press conference because I had to crank that sound all the way up.
Oh yeah.
So let me just make sure you back up. Okay, cool. So we Gucci. Okay, so all right, let's break this down. So Rico Suave went up to the podium, and he had some. That was a nice suit.
That was.
All right.
Handkerchief.
I mean, he came in swagalicious,
Mm-hmm.
swagged out. But he said and I'm paraphrasing here, of course, because I was just chicken scratching this information. But here's some of the bullets in which he said. He said something along the lines of that she left work, according to the surveillance videos that they saw. She left work. She took clothes like a black robe, some toilet paper. I think there was another item that she took from her workplace. Okay. And took it into her car. Then she went to a place. I don't remember the name of the place. It was like Taziki's or something like that.
Yep, Taziki's. Mm-hmm.
She got food from Taziki's, right?
Mm-hmm.
Has food, Taziki's food takeout. She has the robe. She has toilet paper, some other item that she has from the workplace.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Then she goes over to Target. She picks up snack foods. Like, that is true. That part is correct.
Right.
Cheez-Its. What else was there?
Granola bars.
Granola bar. I mean, I was like, granola
When
bars.
when it's granola bars, I was like,
no, you camping. You camping.
Right. Right. You needed something to hold you over for a minute.
You camping.
Granola bars? Come on now.
You camping. Okay. So, and Cheez-Its. Now, one thing I do want to point out really quick, some of the rumor mill was correct.
Mm-hmm.
Some of the rumor mill was correct. I heard these rumors and I was like, I can't believe, and we're going to get into those details in a little bit, okay? Some of it has to do with Cheez-Its. We're going to get into it in a second. All right? She mentioned that so we heard the 911 call. Thank God we heard that doggone 911 call. But let me ask you guys, did you hear a child in the background? I know it was very low because it was, they played it for the room. They didn't really play it for everybody else, okay?
Right.
But when you heard the 911 call, did you hear a child cooing in the background? Did she even address that child when she was on the side of the road?
Right.
Did you even hear her talk about the child, talk to the kid? Hey, kid, I'm with the 911 right now. Can you tell me your name? Something like that. She didn't even give no name. She didn't give nothing except it's a white baby wearing a T-shirt and diapers. So that part is absolutely true. Okay. Then her phone call gets disconnected. Her phone call miraculously gets, or 911 call gets disconnected. This is when she calls her friend. And then that's when all hell breaks loose.
Right.
Right?
Yep.
Okay. All right. So another thing, as is the statement from police that I read for you guys before we went live. They said there was no evidence of any child. So far, they have not seen a child anywhere. No evidence of child. And allegedly, when she first initially saw the kid, she continued to travel down in a straight line because of the highway footage. You can see she's going straight down 600 yards. Okay. Long time.
6
All right.
football fields long.
Say that again. Say again.
6 football fields long.
6 football fields long. She
Yes.
goes that far, explaining to them, on the 911 call, saying that she's seen this kid. 6 whole football fields long, and she's talking about seeing this kid.
Right.
Okay. Then I'm sure you got the other stuff about the redheaded step cousin dude and the people that took her, right? And so we're gonna get into that here in a second. Well, we'll talk about it now. So the rumor that has been out here, that's been shared quite a bit, is actually true. That she did claim that she was taken. After she was taken, she tried to escape. And hopefully I get the timeline right. But after she tried to escape the first time, they put her into the back of I guess the back of an 18-wheeler.
It was an 18-wheeler. Yep.
Yes. Okay. Where she proceeded to be fed Cheez-Its by a woman and a red-headed man with a bald spot in the back of his head. We could basically call him Cletus. Okay. Or Toby.
I like that name. I like Cletus.
Or Vinton. You know what I mean? Mama's family. Mama. Oh, mama. Vinton. Okay. So
oh my Lord.
That's interesting. And that rumor was flying around, but that is actually factual. That is weird. There was also rumor about her stealing items from work.
That part. When he said that, I said, oh my
too.
God. I thought that would turn out
Damn
to be a
it.
rumor. Dag nabbit. I didn't want her to be a thief
Dag-nabbit.
too.
Okay.
Dang.
Okay. We're not done yet. We're not done yet. So apparently, from what she remembers, because it was a haze, that's the one part I don't know. Was she drugged? Was she not? So on and so forth. But let's press forward, shall we? So apparently she was stripped naked. Did they not say she was stripped naked and they took photos of her, right?
What I caught was she believes they took photos of her. But what I thought was really weird right after that.
Hold on. Hold on.
Said, go ahead.
Hold on. I know. This is
You know what I'm about to say.
Yeah. Let me. I want to relish.
That was weird.
Hold on. So if she was stripped naked, if she was actually stripped naked, okay, there is something that seems a bit odd, because if she was stripped naked, wouldn't they take off her socks? Because apparently she had $107 in her sock.
In her socks. And
in her right sock.
Right.
So why was she? Wouldn't they take that monies? Wouldn't they take that money?
Yeah.
If you strip her naked and you're taking photos like some Polaroids and whatnot,
one
would think, right? That doesn't make any sense.
None whatsoever.
Moving on. Now we get into, and like I said, these are very brief, bullet points. I know you got some more, so you're going to be able to fill in some blanks for me too. So I'm just give you guys what we got. So then they also went through her search history, and that says everything, guys. In my personal opinion, it explains a lot. She was searching before she made searches, Google searches before she left. How do you pay for an Amber Alert? I don't remember the last part of that sentence. He was saying stuff so fast.
Yeah.
How do you pay for an Amber Alert? Then also she was looking up information on the Birmingham bus station.
Yep.
Wasn't she looking up tickets? I
think she was looking up tickets.
Tickets for Nashville. From Birmingham to Nashville. She was looking that up. Then she also looked up, she Googled the movie Taken. Liam Neeson's. Okay. Like I've been saying, what did Liam Neeson's like? Yeah, I got some skills. I will find you and I will kill you. Okay, so that's basically the nuts and bolts I have. The police said that she was traveling. So far, from what they saw with her, she was traveling with no one. She showed up to the house. She looked tussled. Her shirt had a rip in it.
Had a tear in it. Yep.
And she had a busted lip, apparently. Yep. Oh, the part that messed me up. The part that messed me up was that she said, man, if this is fake. Because she basically described see, I don't understand why white women like to do this from time to time with black women. They like to oh, can I touch your hair? So she said that this woman was playing with her hair. That
Right.
I got weak. I got weak again because I was like, man, you just described like the redheaded step brother with the redhead. I feel like he was a redhead with freckles, looking like, I don't know, one of the kids from the Rascals or something, right? And then she said there was a woman there that was playing with her hair, and I was like, oh no.
Hold
She
up,
really
though.
went there.
Hold up, though. But
She really went there.
there was another part, and tell me if I'm incorrect, because they were shooting it all out, right?
Oh my God.
Where she was like, she wasn't sure if she was assaulted, the A word. I don't know if I can say that here.
A,
Okay.
just say
But
A.
she wasn't really too sure if she was assaulted. How do you not know that if you weren't like, because she didn't really go into, and I'm trying to make sure I can say certain words here,
Yeah.
if they gave her anything that would have put her out, you'll know what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
That would have made it so that she wouldn't know if she was assaulted in any way, right? But then there was that question of, well, I'm not really sure if they did that. How would you not know that if you were not giving anything to alter that, to alter your vision or alter your state, right? To know that. So that was really weird. Okay, that was just
somebody. Okay, so Talvish just sent a text saying, it sounds like she was describing Prince Harry.
Oh my.
The redheaded guy.
Yeah.
I'm done. I'm done.
I'm out.
I'm done.
Story's over. We're done.
Okay.
Yourself. It was him.
I'm sweating.
It was him.
I'm literally sweating. Okay, so let's. Oh, and it's
I have one last question. I have a question. This is
shoot, because we got a lot to break down here.
I guarantee you have thought of this too.
Oh, come on now.
If you're going to do something like this, okay, if we're going to go through all the theatrics of all of what went down, okay, why would you leave? Okay, am I correct to say, did she leave her phone? Why would you leave your phone behind with the whole search history in there that they can discover exactly what you were planning on doing or searching to do prior to your abduction?
Take
the phone with you, or lose the phone and say they threw it out the 18-wheeler, or do something with it so they can't find out what you were searching for. And maybe they can with forensics, some other way, figure it out without said phone. But you just made it that much easier for them to find and discover said information, okay, by having the phone in the car that you left. Okay, so now I'm like, why would you give them that? Hence why the parents acted so funny on the interview. Period.
Yeah.
Hence why. My suspicions were correct. Oh my word.
Yeah.
This is weirder than I expected it to be. I didn't know it was going to be this weird. I knew there were going to be some things that we would react to. I knew this wasn't going to be cut and dry, but this is the weirdest thing ever. And some of these rumors, some of the rumors that we were talking about on our show, the fact that they are true.
That's wild. See
That's
what
crazy.
I'm saying? Because I heard rumors that people were losing their jobs at the hospital because they were leaking information, like they were violating their HIPAA,
right?
Violating HIPAA
rules and regs, sure.
Rules and regs,
yeah.
HIPAA laws or whatever. So I was just like, I was sitting there going, I mean, there's rumors are flying around. There's screenshots of text messages, but I was like, who are you going to believe with these text messages saying, oh yeah, it's she was about to lose her job, blah, blah, blah. Those pieces we haven't heard if they're true or not. There was literally rumors about her wanting to get with her her 17-year-old side piece boy toy. I don't know. There's been so many things, but they did not confirm any of those things. All they confirmed was the Cheez-It story, that she was in the back of a truck of an 18-wheeler being hand-fed Cheez-Its.
Oh my
and
God.
That the person who took her was a redhead, bald in the back, male, partially bald in the back, white male. But then there's other information that they took photos of her, that she tried to escape. When the first time she did, she got caught. Then she got thrown in the back of a truck. That's when the whole Cheez-Its thing went down. But you got to remember all the other information that we have here. Okay. From the items that she took from work to toilet. It's toilet paper. She took toilet paper. Let me tell you something really quick. She drives. Hold up. I just want to point this out. If my computer is going to be kind to
I already know where you're going. Please,
I'm just going to say this.
Yeah, elaborate, please, sir.
If this thing allows me, there we go. She drives that kind of car right here. The 4-door red Mercedes CLS right there. It is pretty as hell. She comes from a family of privilege. They are well-to-do. So let me ask you, why? Again, why would you ever need to take toilet paper from your work, from your place of work? Let's just say this really quick. Let's not forget, we ain't in the panty. We ain't in lockdown anymore. So there is toilet paper aplenty. So why would you steal a robe and toilet paper at work?
She could have bought it at Target when she went to get the granola bars and the daggone Cheez-Its.
I mean, shoot.
I mean, great choice of snack. It's my daughter's favorite snack, Cheez-Its.
I mean, Cheez-Its are
and
fire.
granola bars are one of my son's favorite snacks
and
too.
Granola bars are fire. Okay, let me just be keeping real. She has good taste. Okay, right. If you're gonna kick rocks, I'd probably take those things too. Okay.
Well, why didn't you take your wig?
But
I'm still on the wig.
She left.
Why wouldn't she take the wig?
But she left the
at
wig.
Least look good when you're gonna do all of this.
She left the wig for a reason. Okay. I'm so angry right now because there's a part of me that's like, but maybe she had a mental health break. But then I get it. And then all the other things that she Googled. The other things that she Googled are throwing me off, y'all. They're totally throwing me off. I can't
I can't even be like, oh my God, poor
I can't
thing.
do
Like,
it.
I can't. And this is why the parents weren't saying anything either.
No.
Because they can't. And they're not going to sell out their daughter.
No. I really do think they believe everything that woman said that came out
in
her
that
mouth.
interview.
Everything.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, I think they believe her. No. I think they don't know anything until right now, except for two things. Hold on. Two things.
Go ahead. Mm-hmm.
One, the statement from police last night.
Mm-hmm.
They're like, oh.
Right.
Then this statement, they're going, oh. Because never underestimate the power of denial. And this is their little princess. This is their little girl. She could do no wrong. So on and so forth. She could do no wrong. So of course they're going to die on the hill for their daughter. That's their daughter. So when they do that interview, this is the information that they received. Same thing with Boyfriend. Remember Boyfriend? He was first to come out and be like, she was fighting for her life for the last 48 hours, y'all.
People thought I had something to do with it. People thought I had something to do with it.
Exactly.
You said that too?
They thought I had something to do with it, but she was fighting for her life for the last 48 hours.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So she was fighting for her life for the last 48 hours. That's what he believed. He believed it because that's his girlfriend. And I'm sure a part of him wanted to believe it. Same thing with the parents. They wanted to believe it at that time. But as other information starts to leak out, it became unbelievable. Now, the rumors that were coming out on social media and all that, the mother even said those things, not only in her Today Show interview, but also in the statement that she made afterwards. She's like, y'all putting out all these fake news hoaxes and all that stuff. Stop with the mess. We're not going to answer to any of those negative social media rumors. When we're finding out that there are some of these rumors that were actually true. So I'm wondering right now how the parents are feeling right now. I mean, honestly, I'm going to say this.
I am very curious about, because here's the thing.
Go ahead.
I don't think
I feel bad for them, man.
I feel horrible for them. I don't think they, here's the thing. I don't think they believe everything she said, or that she probably told them when she got back home. That's my impression. I think they have to know something is a little off. Not off with her, maybe, right? And here's the thing, you guys never know. She may truly have mental health issues, and they are very well aware of that too. And that's the other thing that I thought of. Okay.
True.
And may in their mind go, this is just another one of her episodes or whatever the case may be, or maybe this is something that impacted whatever happened during that 48-hour time frame and is doing what they can to protect her in some capacity. I don't think they had anything to do with any of this at all, not whatsoever, right? But I do think, and especially because I'm sure that in the conversations that were had with the authorities and all of that kind of stuff, there's no way you can't see loopholes in her story if everyone else, like us laymen, can. There's no way, being close to the situation, as close as they are to the situation, that they don't see that there may be some loopholes that are that nothing's really, the math isn't mathing, right? Because I know for me, the math wasn't mathing. And this is before the speculations came out. It was from the minute they put the car footage out on the freeway. I was like, something's not right. Where's the other car? Where's the baby? What's going on? You know what I mean?
Right.
I do think that they were doing what they could to protect her. And no, I don't think that they have anything to do with it. So that's what I'm saying. I don't feel as though I don't think that they just don't not believe her. I think they want to believe her, if that makes sense. But there's no way, if we know the math ain't mathing, and we've been speculating the math ain't mathing before this came out, before this live, right?
Right.
That they don't see it either, especially when talking to the authorities, especially with, if she's had to repeat or regurgitate the story a couple times, there's going to be a little, there's going to be something that's not just like we thought, just like we saw. It's off. Some's off.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, again, I've said it a million times before. The math ain't mathing, y'all.
At
the
all.
math is just not. And I'm trying. I can't fight it anymore. Like I can't. Like I said, you had me at Taken. Like you saw me get weak. All y'all saw me get weak.
Out.
Y'all saw me
we
get
could
weak.
have ended. We could have ended the live right there. Done.
Yeah. After that, I'm like, nah, she lied. Her goose is cooked. She cooked, y'all. She cooked.
Whole lies.
Because how is she going to explain this, right? Yeah. Unless she leans hard on the thought of her having a mental health issue. She planned this way ahead of time. So you're telling me she had a mental health issue before, or did she, in her mind, if it was a mental health issue, did she already see this child on the road before? Was the redheaded dude, was Cletus and Velma, okay, on the side of the road? Was she already knowing about these people before? What would inspire her to look up tickets, like bus station tickets to specific areas like Birmingham to Nashville? Why would she look up Amber Alert, ask questions about Amber Alerts? Why would she even look up Taken when then the day of her disappearance is when she looked up Taken, guys?
Yeah.
So then she disappeared that same day.
Yeah,
it's too much of a coincidence to make us think that this is a mental health issue now. No,
it doesn't make sense. And here's the thing.
Oh my God.
There's no way she would have known, me personally, in my personal opinion, there's no way she would have known that this would have blown up to the way that it did, with celebrities reposting the story and things. So now as I'm processing everything that we just heard, right, and everything that I was speculating, now we got to wonder why she ended up coming back home, right? So in my mind, I'm thinking she was trying to plan some form of escape in some capacity. Not that escape, like she's trying to run away from something, but you know what I'm saying? Like maybe she was just whatever she was planning on doing, right? Maybe she didn't expect to get the attention that it did, okay? And because here's the thing. If she had continued on with being missing or abducted further than that 49 hours or whatever it was, right?
Right.
Ain't no way, with as much as it blew up on social media, on the news, etc., that she would not have been discovered, that someone wouldn't have seen her on the bus she was attempting to search for to get away from wherever she was going, okay? Or wherever she was thinking about going, or whatever. So it was almost like she kind of, like the goose was cooked, like she had to come home because someone would have caught her somewhere and been like, I found Carlee. You see what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
So she had to come back home at this point because she was everywhere. There was no way she wouldn't be able to go buy no more Cheez-Its, no more granola bars, and still no more toilet paper.
Yeah,
okay, any place public.
She was infamous at that. She was famous.
Period.
She was internationally known. Okay.
Absolutely.
Everybody in their mom. If she went somewhere else, they would have been like, ain't that Carlee? You know what I mean? They would have been calling up being like, this Carlee right here. You
Yep.
know what I mean? While she's picking up another bag of Cheez-Its. You know what I mean?
Right.
So
Getting more granola bars.
Wow. So really quick, let me get some of these super chats and stuff like that. Okay. Or at least I'm gonna try, because this thing tripping hard. A lot of people in here. I appreciate all y'all. Do not forget to hit that like button down below, please, and thank you. And if you're watching on Facebook, make sure you react and all that. And please on the show. And please do not forget to hit that follow and like on Facebook as well. Okay. I really, really appreciate that. But Martinique, thank you so much for becoming a member. I appreciate that. And just like Martinique, you can go and become a member on my YouTube channel, become a family member. I really do appreciate it. So please, if you want to support the channel, by all means, go ahead and do that. These other ones I might not be able to pull up as quickly, so I'm just going to say these out loud. All right. So Mercedes Rivera, thank you so much for the $3 super sticker. I really do appreciate it. Advanced Nurses at ACD4N, educational consultant. Thank you so much for the 5. Says jealous girlfriend. I'm going to try to pull this up. It's just a little bit glitchy right now. I think it's because we got so many people in here, and I appreciate you guys. But jealous girlfriend, spoiled daughter, and delusional woman who is sticking to her narrative, poor family on some ride or die type tip. I think that as well. I feel, like I said earlier,
Amen.
or I was trying to say earlier, I really, really feel sorry for the family right now. Like, I feel really, really sorry for the family, because they're wrapped up in this conundrum in a way.
Yep.
But what we heard were facts, were true facts, y'all. True facts. There's no fighting. There's no way around that. There's no way to fight that. What do you think, Sandy?
Man, I totally agree. I totally agree with her. Literally, I feel bad for the parents. They're in a tough position. I mean, you're going to protect your family, your daughter, your son, whatever, at any cost. Okay.
Right.
Then brother man, her boyfriend, I would be looking at her hecky sideways. And then in the actual press conference, the gentleman did say, he was like, I had to let her know, hey, we actually coming out with some facts today. So I just wanted to give you a heads up. We are doing a press conference on this. Like, you're going to hear. That's what it sounded like to me. You're going to hear what we actually have on your daughter so far. And it's probably, the tone was, and it's probably not going to be comfortable for you.
You are not going to like it.
Yeah.
Just so you know,
yeah,
you're not gonna like it. It's not gonna be comfortable. So just so you know, get comfortable with being uncomfortable, because the information is not comfortable at all. Martinique, thank you so much for the $2 super chat. Congrats on the 100K. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Martinique, again, thank you so much for the 2. Who ate the food and the snack? Where the baby? That's what I'd like to know too, Martinique. Where the baby at? Where is the baby? You know what I mean?
No.
There was another search that she made, but I didn't write it down because it was so fast.
Was it the monetary one? I think it was one I was trying to get to, and I thought you might have gotten it.
No.
It was fast. The other search for the Google search, there was one he said that I didn't catch.
I didn't catch it because he said it so freaking fast.
Yeah, I was like, oh.
I was like, can you slow it down? Like, can you add a little bit more pauses?
Right. I was like, we're taking notes.
Down. Damn. Rook, I'll try to find it. Or maybe replay the
I've been
thing.
Literally looking as we've been sitting here. I've been trying to find it because there's one more.
If you do find it, let me know. Rook, thank you so much for the $2 super sticker. I appreciate it, Pascal, bro. She is caught. It's done. Laughy face. Yeah, I mean, it's looking that way, isn't it? Unless she comes forward, she's on Gayle King's show having an interview and being like, "Yes, I suffer from something." I'm waiting for that. You know what I mean? Kelsey, thank you so much for the $10 Canadian. I appreciate it. Those searches are insane. Yes, those searches are telling. Those searches are everything. Remember, if you got a lot of y'all have seen my show before. We covered a story about Anna Bryant, if I remember her name correctly, if I'm saying that correctly, Anna Bryant, something like that. What was her name? Hold on. Anna. What's his name? It was like Brian.
My God, I found it.
Okay, hold that.
Yep,
there was another story about somebody else that lost their life, okay, by their husband. Police were thinking that the husband did it. I forgot the last name, but anyway, but his name was Brian too. And I was like, this is the dumbest murder on the history of murderers, right? Because he went and he Googled how to dismember a body, how to discard a dead body. He Googled it. It's in his searches. That is very telling. Her searches say what she was planning on doing. She was getting ready, y'all. She was getting ready. But what were you going to say, Sandy? You said you have it. Can you
the
play it on
money
the
one?
microphone? Can you play it on the
money
microphone?
It's not. It's literally typed out. The
Oh,
whole
yeah.
time. Once
Wait, wait, wait.
once I missed it, I was like, I got to find it. So that's what I was doing on the side, like trying to find that one that I missed.
Oh, okay.
The
Is
money
it an
one.
article?
It is. Yes. Do you want me to text it to you?
Yeah. Could you email it to me and then I could put it up here?
Yeah.
And we
hold
can
up.
all look at it together.
Let me pull it up right
No
now.
worries. So while you do that, let me do some more.
Absolutely. Great.
Because I got a couple super stickers here or super chats here.
Oh, yeah.
So Lady 6916, thank you so much. Carlee, thank you so much for the 2. Carlee has some splendid doodle. Carlee. You got some splendid doodle. Carlee. Yes, she most definitely does now. Okay. Angie Prater, thank you so much for the 5. The disappointment on Pascal's face makes me sad. I love your sister too. Yes, she said, I love your sister too, by the way.
Oh, thank you. Thank you
Yes.
so much. I appreciate it. Thank you, Angie.
And thank you. Yeah, I was really, that was a face of the agony of defeat. Like I was like, oh man.
Your faces were priceless, Pac. I was laughing at your
like
faces.
I was lost.
They
Like,
were priceless.
I'm kind of I'm upset that it turned out to be. I mean, to me, now it's a hoax. That's what it is. You know what I mean? Nicole B, what's up? Thank you so much for the 5. She still needs help. This mental illness on another level. We're so proud of you, Pasky. Happy 100K. Thank you so much for the 5. And yes, yeah. Now the next goal is 200,000, I guess.
I know that's right.
We'll see how that
Bigger
goes.
and bigger and bigger. I love it.
Yeah. But still, I am. Yes. Okay. If this is,
I sent it to you, by the way.
Okay, I'll pull it up here in a second. But if this is, just to answer Nicole's super chat, and again, thank you so much for your support. If this is a display of mental health, then she needs some serious evaluation. They really need to dig into that to see if that is really what it is. It does show a little bit of something off in your head to go to this length to make something up like this, but that still does not mean mental health is the thing that made this happen. She did this for a reason. She lied for a reason. Why? I don't know. That's the one thing I don't know. But it does show that, I mean, either she is diabolical, okay?
Yeah.
Or there's something up.
Hold on though. Even if she isn't, like, let's just say she's not mentally ill, right?
Right.
You don't think they're going to use that in their defense if anything is charged against her? You know what I mean? Because if all, in fact, if they do even further investigation, there's a possibility of them, really her potentially being up for charges. And this is truth because she's used resources in this whole situation. Tons of resources, hours, manpower, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So she could potentially face charges. That's the time she's going to pull out that mental health card if she is not, in fact, mentally unstable.
Yes.
So we really don't know.
But I do feel that if she really, this is so messed up that I'm saying this out loud, but I do feel that if she's really trying to stay out of the dark, she might lean or you play that card. Mental health.
That's exactly what I'm saying.
No,
she's going to play it. If in fact charges come up, that's the card they're going to play. What other card can they play?
Facts. What other card can they play?
They do the facts completely. I mean, there's nothing she can. They're real facts. These aren't rumors anymore.
Yeah,
these are proven things. And the search engine alone.
The
search alone
annihilates.
That's it for me.
Hey, Rico Suave slid into the DMs. It's just like he just destroyed that whole thing. All of our theories gone now. Now we have facts. 6 acres. Thank you so much for the $10 super sticker. I do appreciate it. Stole from her work, bought snacks at Target, phone searches, $107 in her socks. Her parents need to get her a lawyer. Absolutely, because she's going to be looking at there's going to be some charges. I'm sure they're coming. She makes Jussie Smollett look like an amateur. Damn. You know what? You ain't wrong with that. What do you think, Sandy?
Look, I don't know if any of you guys saw this, and comment if you have. Okay. Did you guys see the meme that came out probably about a day or so ago? And it was literally a morph of her face.
Yes.
And then it morphed into the fourth frame, which was Smollett, right?
Yeah.
And when I saw it, keep in mind, I have been a skeptic from the beginning. Like at first when it broke, I was like, oh my God, praying for her, et cetera, et cetera. And then I kept just questioning things because things did not add up. This is before all of that came out, right?
Right.
And then I saw the meme and I'm like, ooh. I was like, that's, remember Clueless? That's way harsh, Ty. And I was like, oh, that's harsh. But then I was like, but that might be true. You know what I'm saying? Because just like the Smollett situation, which was completely crazy too, because he went, allegedly went to extremes to do what he did. Okay. Allegedly. Okay. It's the same in this situation as well.
No doubt.
What I mean? It's crazy. But when that meme, I cackled when I saw that meme.
Yeah, the juicy situation. It's woo bad. So I'm going to take a little bit of a break from the super chats because there's a bunch of them. We will get to them really, really quick.
Oh, just heads up. I'm going to have to get off here in a few.
You're going to have to hop off. No, I understand.
But I wanted to make sure you got the email.
Yeah, I wanted to show this. Yeah, I want to show the article real quick. So there is an article here. Hold on.
Scroll down just a little bit further. Oh, that may not.
No, I'm trying to get this thing. Okay, there we go. So
there you go, right there.
These are the search terms. So search terms included. Oh, let me blow this up. Oh my Lord.
This is good.
That is
this
like
is good.
tiny. Okay. So search terms included. You have to pay for an Amber Alert or search.
Mm-hmm.
How to make money for a register.
How to take money.
How to take money from a register without being caught.
That was the one I missed.
Oh,
that was the one I missed.
snap.
I was like, she put something in the search about taking money, but I didn't catch it quick enough. That was the one.
Do you remember the guys? People were saying, the rumor mill was saying that she stole things from work. They didn't say exactly what she stole, but at the same time, I want to make sure they didn't say that she stole money. The police did not say in the items that she took, money was not in that list.
Absolutely.
If I'm correct. So she either chickened out or thought otherwise. Okay. So Birmingham bus station. Damn. One-way bus ticket from Birmingham to Nashville. That is big. The movie Taken. Information about Amber Alerts on her work computer. Wow, she did this on her work computer too. Other searches that police say reveal her mindset that won't be released.
He did say that.
Okay, let me point this out. I'm so glad we got this article because this explains a lot more. Now, I know Nicole B just said, and all love and respect to Nicole B. All right. We love you here, sweetheart. But I do want to point something out here. Okay. Something very interesting about that. Remember, Nicole said in her super chat, and I appreciate the support. She said, this means there's definitely something going on. She's not well. She needs help. There's something going on with her mental health. But look at that search. Other searches that police say, other searches that police say reveal her mindset that won't be released. So in other words, she's trying to, if she gets caught, trying to find some loophole to finesse her way out of, like she's going to lean on the mental health. Why would she look that up? Because she's going to sit there and go, yeah, I had a mental break. And here's the reasons why, and blah, 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 blah. But you can't talk about it to the public, can you? Because I Googled it.
Or it could be a situation where she was searching for things specific to escaping a situation, escaping someone, running away. It could be a myriad of things that really show where her state of mind was at as well. Does that make sense? So it can cover a lot. That could really cover a lot because Lord only knows why she went to such extremes to do all of this. Where did it begin from? Where did it start from? And why did she leave her wig? I'm still trying to figure that out. Why did she leave her wig? At least if you're going to do this, at least look halfway presentable. I'm just trying to figure out why you got to leave a perfectly good wig. I'm trying to figure it out.
It was a perfectly good wig.
I'm saying.
We've seen it in photos. She looked
and
good.
The evidence in the phone. So you left the evidence. You let people find the searches in your phone. You left the phone in the car. Okay.
But
you took the food. The food is gone. And then you left the wig.
But all of this, oh my Lord.
Lord have mercy, child.
All of this is pretty damning. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
but like,
absolutely.
And that was a damn good wig.
I'm saying, you know how much wigs cost, man? Dang.
I'm done. I can't.
What I mean, dang. I'm not leaving my wig anywhere. You hear me? I'm listen. They come and get me. Wait, hold on. Wait a minute. Hold on. Period. I'm not leaving my wig behind. So I'm gonna take the cheeses and the granola bars, but I'm not gonna take my hair.
Yeah,
good night. Good night. I'm taking my hair. I'm gonna have a full belly and a full head of hair.
You go a pillow with a silk pillowcase.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Thank you. That's very important. You got to prevent the breakage.
Yes, you got to prevent that issue. But that's wild though, because when you look at that information, real talk, when you look at that information, I'm sorry. Okay. I'm sorry. I'm trying to be a gentleman, but this is too hard to not
my God.
react to, guys. Like when you have these in your searches, I know this is going to upset people. I get it. You have every right to be upset.
Sure.
This
Absolutely.
is appalling, y'all. I mean, this is
damn shame.
This is deplorable.
Absolutely.
If she really, I know there's going to be people out here going, she didn't really Google that stuff. It was somebody else. No, that stuff was in her phone on her work computer. Like she was really that bored at work. She's like, information about Amber Alerts on her work computer.
Hold on, let me see. Where did she put the thing? One way. Hold on. Okay. So she did the how to take the money from the register without being caught from her phone.
Yep. She really.
Because I was like, how dare you?
Why would you do that on your computer? You know, for a fact that somebody else is using that computer, they're gonna be like, wait, what?
IT will find that.
Right.
Okay.
But she was working at a spa. She was working at a spa. So, true. Anything's possible. But at the same time, that is some pretty damning information. The searches themselves are, like I said, I'm floored right now, y'all.
I'm appalled.
I know that the FBI is still involved or is getting involved, with the case right now, because there is footage. There is about 1 minute and 46 seconds of footage from the traffic camera footage that has been there's a glitch, and there's within 1 minute and 46 seconds of footage that's not there. And so there's a lot of people that are thinking, well, there was a lot of speculation. I mean, I feel this is the Google searches and the information from the cops. I feel like this is very telling information, but they said FBI is looking into that because they're wondering why the people that have all the traffic camera footage, why that 1 minute and 46 seconds is missing right now. So the FBI is involved in that, trying to investigate because they're trying to get the full footage without any glitches, nothing. But that is something that I feel like a lot of people were really looking at and breaking down like crazy. So that also is something that I feel we should also know about as well. But again, everything from the stuff that she stole from work, the food that she took into her car. And if I'm correct, they did say that the food was not in the car, right?
Right.
Yeah. So that still is echoing the statement that they made in the previous one from last night. The food was gone. Yep. And then I'm assuming the items that she took from work, like the TP and the robe and the
Right.
other stuff, probably all gone as well. Yeah. So
Yep.
it says right here, footage. Whoops. Hold on. Footage, surveillance footage from her work. Hold on. This thing is sticky. Okay. Surveillance footage from her work at the spa shows she concealed a bathrobe and toilet paper. So it was just those two items, a bathrobe and toilet paper when she left, period.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And neither were in the car when she went missing. So clearly she planned on camping. She planned on kicking rocks out here in these wilderness streets, y'all. On God.
Some tzatziki's, child.
And the tzatziki's.
I heard it's good. I've never had it, but I heard it's delicious.
I mean, sure. Why not? It's good enough to take with you.
Yeah. Pac, I can't. We both were on. We knew something was. We knew something was fishy, Pac. We just got off of our show and said exactly that. Did we know Taken? You said Liam Neeson. You literally said that.
I said this is some Liam Neeson's. Like you think, like for real?
It's
Liam
man.
Neeson's.
And she looked up Taken. I'm out.
She looked it up. That was it. I was like,
I'm out. I can't. I'm flabbergasted.
I'm sorry. This sucks. Okay.
It's terrible.
No, it's really, really bad. It's really, really bad.
I feel horrible for the parents because if they could you imagine being a fly on the wall as they were watching this all go live like the rest of us and really seeing and hearing the facts that they discovered, and they still haven't told us everything yet.
No, not a damn
The
thing yet.
investigation is still ongoing.
This
So
is just the
as time
beginning.
goes, there's going to be just more and more details coming out. And to
Yeah.
be the parents who are sitting there, who are crying, upset, not sleeping. Imagine going through all of that to now being here now, knowing
We've
that all
only
the
just
suffering you went through.
begun
Yeah,
to live.
literally.
Like we ain't done yet. We just
At
started.
all. Yeah.
Okay. They just
Not
got
at all.
started. Okay.
This is insane. I feel horrible for them. I have to personally go because I have to go to my
Yes.
babies. I got to get my
Sandy.
twins.
Yes. Go. I'm gonna because of
Y'all.
course I'm gonna do a little recap on this and do these super chats.
Thank
And there's
you
a
for
bunch.
having me. Thank you guys so much
Yes.
for having me too. I love y'all.
Yes.
It
Yes.
was a pleasure
you-
being here.
And you can definitely go and check us out on our show, The Real Beef with S&P. It's pinned to the top of the YouTube chat. And also it is in the Facebook chat as well. Please go over to our YouTube channel, subscribe over
Yes.
there as well.
We
We
have
talk about
a
a
lot
bunch
of
of
fun.
stuff. Yes, we do have a
Yeah.
lot of fun over there. All right.
Yes.
So be sure to
Yes.
do that. Okay. I will
Love
see you
you.
soon. Love you too.
Love you, Pac. Mwah. Bye,
Bye.
y'all. Have a good one. Bye, y'all.
Bye. Oh man. So well. Oh my gosh. Well. So we got a man. How y'all feel about all this? Because this has been absolutely insane. Okay. The information that we heard is jaw-dropping. I know that there's going to be a lot of people, a lot of content creators that have been on the side of that this is all a hoax. They're probably going to be doing their victory lap, I'm sure, here in just a little bit. I'm sure. But I am shook. I'm shocked, y'all. I am absolutely shocked. On God, I'm shocked. But we got to get into some more of these things. So I'm going to get into these other super chats right quick. Okay. So Amazing Grace, thank you so much for the $8 super sticker. I really do appreciate it. Congrats on 100K. Thank you so much. I really do appreciate it. Yeah, this computer's freaking out. So yep, there it is. There it is. All right. Dory McNulty, thank you so much for the $5 super sticker. All right. 100K day. We love your fire, Pascal. Thank you so much. Jennifer Y, thank you so much for the 5. Taken. No, she didn't. Leave Liam Neeson out of this. I'm dead for real. Yeah. I mean, she really did bring in Taken. She really did bring in Liam Neeson. Jackie Sue, thank you so much for the $5 super sticker. I really do appreciate it. So, Pascal, did they say the parents actually know these facts? they just gave us, the facts they just gave us, and they still believe her. Okay. Again, I know I said it earlier, but I'll say it again here too, just for you guys. I really do think that the parents are getting as much information as like when we were getting the information too. So I think that when the statement came out last night, they received that, and then they may have gotten a heads up, maybe a foreshadowing of what's to come. But I think that they were bracing themselves for some bad news. Okay. But I don't think that they knew all this time. I don't think that they knew when they went on the Today Show for that interview, and when she put out that second statement after the interview came out, and you never know. Mama might put out another statement here in a little bit. We don't know, and then I love to hear what the boyfriend has to say about this too, because he was real adamant about putting out the information saying that she was fighting for her life for 48 hours. They might still stay on the side of she was still fighting for her life. They may still believe that she was taken, but the proof is in the pudding right now. Okay. K Bragg, thank you so much for the 5. I really appreciate it. Now, why did Trump take Carlee, and where did he find a toddler? Ivanka? You let Paw babysit, and look what he done did. Orange man bad. I'm done. Jennifer Y, thank you so much for the $2 super chat. Those Google searches, girl, come on. Yeah, they're sus as hell. Bobby Cat, thank you so much for the $5 super sticker. As somebody who works in mental health, I'm going to say no mental break. The hospital would catch. Good point. Bottom line, hoax. Congrats, 100K. Thank you so much. Say hey to Alicia. Thank you so much for the 5. How do you play with hair with no wig? Sandy going to be a regular on your program. I love this vibe with you too. Sandy is a smart cookie. Yeah, of course she's a smart cookie. It's in the blood, baby. It's in the genes. Okay. But yeah. Hopefully she'll be coming in, periodically on other shows and all that, for sure. Love you, Pascal. I love you too. Thank you so much for the 5. Mitch Mitchell, congrats on the 100K. Thank you so much for the $5. Her poor family. I agree. I feel really, really bad for all the people that are affected by this fabrication. It seems like it's very, very sad. Footsie's girl, thank you so much for the 5. I think she didn't want to have any GPS tracking, phone and watch left behind, and she just didn't think about the Googling. Yeah, she didn't think about that. She didn't think that they would go and dive into her phone or go into her work computer just to see what was up. Travel with Caribbean, thank you so much for the $2. Congrats on 100K subs, Pascal. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Megan Million, thank you so much for the $10. Do you think that there's any truth to abortion rumors? Police said there were other things in the Google search that they will not reveal to protect her privacy. Yeah, I don't know if it's that extreme, or like, I think it's pretty extreme, maybe the things that she Googled, but I don't know if it has to do of anything of that sort. I will say that I don't know about that, right? But questions are brewing, I'm sure. My miracle mama, thank you so much for the 2. Congrats. Oh my gosh. 100K. We love you, Pascal. Sandy too. Thank you. We both thank you. We really do appreciate it. My miracle mama, again, thank you so much for the 5. Sad thought, but mental health might now become a true issue. I hope she does get the help for real, because shame can cause someone to do real bad ish. I don't know. Yeah, maybe. I mean, we'll see. I mean, I understand that, it takes a unique mind, okay? Or it takes somebody to be pushed to the brink of something to start doing these kinds of searches. So it does make me wonder, what was it that inspired her to do this in the first place? Was she trying to leave overprotective parents? Was she trying to get a rise out of the boyfriend? Was she, any of these questions? There's a lot of things, because something had to have motivated her from doing something like this. Let's keep it real. Something had to have been a motivator. Or did she just do this for ish and giggles? I don't know. It just seems a bit weird. K Bragg, thank you so much again for the 5. Carlee, you in danger, girl. Where's Bruce Rivers? When you need him, laughy face. Yeah, no kidding. Nicole Davis, thank you so much for the $3 super sticker. Jennifer H, thank you so much for the 5. How do we know all about all the press coverage if she didn't have a phone? Good point there. Very good point. But you got to remember, we don't know who she was with or where she went. She may have been with somebody, hanging out, so on and so forth. That is a possibility. And then during that time, they're showing her on, or she has access to a television and maybe she's seeing constant reports of her missing. That's a possibility too. And so, yeah, this is pretty wild. And maybe, just maybe, it was her that actually texted the parents saying that she was at the Red Roof Inn. But they never said anything. The police never said anything about that in their press conference at all. So I'm just going to take that report that they put out as facts for right now. Joanne Hendricks, thank you so much for the 10. You had me at taken. You're the Gucci. Excellent job. Thank you so much. Yeah, that got me weak. Josie, thank you so much for the £2. Those searches, man. Yep. Miss J, thank you so much for the 2. How did she not see the woman who fed her snacks? Yeah. Was she feeding her from behind? And then just darting back in the darkness? I'm curious. Yeah. How do you not know the hand or the face of the hand that's feeding you? It's interesting. But again, was she drugged? That's but we don't hear that in the report about her being under the influence against her will type of thing. Angela, thank you so much for the 5. Liam Neeson needs to take another sequel with Cheez-Its in the plot. Yes, they do. Yes, he does. Ultimate War Champion, thank you so much for the 5. Is it possible she looked up how to fake a kidnapping and then actually was kidnapped by man? That would be ironic. Yeah, that would be ironic as hell. But I don't think she really. No. She was trying to stage this. I'm sorry. I'm convinced. Janet Letitia, thank you so much for the 2. Mad Chatter, thank you so much for the 5. So they alluded there was some mental health search, but they wouldn't speak on it. Also, the money was a search of how to steal money from a cash register. But the thing is Mad Chatter, they did not confirm in the reports, in the press conference, if she actually took said $107 from the register. All they said is from the surveillance footage, she concealed a bathrobe and toilet paper, and that's it. So she took a roll or 2 of toilet paper and a bathrobe from her job. That's the only thing that they're claiming that was stolen from the work as of late. There might be more information here soon. We don't know. Now, mental health search. Yeah, they said that there was other things that were searched on the computer that they are not at liberty to put out here to respect her privacy and all that. And I'm sure it may have been a bunch of other things, descriptions, breakdowns of mental health, so on and so forth. So you never know. You never, ever know. So I'm hoping that more information, more transparency will come out here very soon. Tide Spring, thank you so much for the £2. I appreciate it. The best defense is lack of mental capacity. Yep. That's exactly what I'm saying. Just saying. Kim Hall, thank you so much for the $5. What if she was trying to get away and didn't want her parents to know she may be pregnant? Nashville has been known for abortions. yeah, I know that that's a rumor that's going around right now, but right now that's not what they said in here. She could have been pregnant, but we don't, like I said, we don't know. That is all just hearsay right now. And I'm waiting for the cops to come out with facts, right? I like hearing facts. I mean, we can speculate on things that are being strewn about in Facebook discussion groups and stuff like that, but the cops have come out. They've confirmed some, not all, but a few of these rumors. They have confirmed some of these rumors, but but so far we haven't heard everything yet. They said they're still working on things. We're going to find out more information very, very soon. I promise you that. Misperception. So thank you so much for the 5, Kim Hall. Misperception. Thank you so much for the 10. Let's address the white elephant in the room. Pun intended. Racist hoax again. Yeah, it's the way she described those captors, those people who took her. It's interesting. Very, very interesting. Lily Flores, thank you so much for the 5. She searched like Letitia did and lied about everything, then claimed mental health. If charged, she will also say mental health. I have a feeling that's where the avenue we're going to be going down in this story. I have a feeling that's going to happen. Jennifer Y, thank you so much for the 5. She needed that bathroom and toilet paper that she stole from work while she was in the woods for 2 days. Yep. I mean, you got to wipe your butt with something, right? Mad Chatter, thank you so much for the 2. I think she left wig so she was less recognizable. Yes, I agree, but I also think that she put that out there for dramatics. I think for theatrics, that the tussle was so great, she was fighting for her life so hard that her wig fell off, and that she was taken so quickly that she wasn't even able to get her wig back. That's what I think. Because real talk, she would have gone back and gotten that wig if it wasn't to add dramatics. That's what I think. Okay. Janet, thank you so much for the 5. I think someone close to her, maybe her sister-in-law, was aware of what she was doing and was who called the hotel tip to her mom. Maybe. I don't know. That's a possibility. Travel with Caribbean. Thank you so much for the 2. Yo, she left the wig. Yep, she left the wig. She left the wig. Okay. Preezy, thank you so much for the 5. If she'd had stole the toilet paper during the vid, Rona, okay, she'd get the electric chair. She'd be in a lot of trouble. Let's keep it real. Okay. Ermadel, thank you so much for the 2. Excellent analysis. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. And T, thank you so much for the 5. She left the wig to further sell the hoax of a struggle, like I said, or to not be recognized. I think both. Okay. Left the phone because of tracking. This is nuts and horrible. I agree. All of it is knuckin' futs. Again, thank you all for all the super chats. I really do appreciate the support and the love and all that. But again, man, now that we heard that press conference, again, it is really shocking. Let's keep it a buck, y'all. This is absolutely shocking. And I'm upset because I was on a whole other tip, y'all. I was sitting there thinking, this has got to be mental health. She had a mental health break. She may have seen a vision of a child, so on and so forth. But now it's starting to sound like, well, now it's pointing down the avenue of a planned out thing that she was plotting. And she was plotting for a little bit. She was plotting, if I'm correct, she was plotting 2 days before this. Whoops. She was plotting 2 days before this. Okay. Yes, Jackie Fennell on Facebook. Yes, this was premeditated, dated. Okay. Premeditated, dated. Okay. She knew what was going on. Okay. Mad Chatter, thank you so much for the 2. If she left the Mercedes hard to believe a wig. Yeah, right? She left her car. She left her riches. She left her spoils, y'all, behind. She left that car running too, unlocked, key in the ignition, hot and fresh out the kitchen. Car was running on the side of the road. She took the food. She left her cell phone, her Apple Watch. She left everything, her wig, she left everything behind. All of her, I'm sure, prized possessions to sell this, y'all. It's crazy. It is absolutely crazy. And again, I'm very upset about this. I'm not going to lie. I'm upset as hell about this. I'm upset. Because on God, I was on a whole other tip. But just like I feel a good section of the world, okay, that were leaning on the side of this really happened to her, or that they were thinking that this was a mental health break. I think you guys are all echoing the same thing that I'm saying right now. Just absolute sheer, unadulterated disappointment. And yes, I laughed at Taken because I've been making that comment for quite a while. I didn't know that was going to be in the doggone press conference, but she really did look up Taken, y'all. Unbelievable. So real quick, let me give you guys a quick breakdown. I want to show you guys this, this article one more again. Okay. So they said, Carlee Russell, Ella Soul, thank you so much for the 5 francs, Swiss francs. Thank you. Somebody said she saw Chucky on the freeway. Yeah, I mean, Chucky even, with a bald spot in the back of his head. But moving on, Carlee Russell searched for information about Amber Alerts, bus stations, and taking money before she went missing. Just a quick recap and a quick reminder. The U.S. Secret Service found these searches on her phone, which was left in her car after she went missing Thursday night after reporting a toddler along the I-59. The search terms included, you have to pay for an Amber Alert or search, how to take money from a register without being caught, Birmingham bus station, one-way bus ticket from Birmingham to Nashville, the movie Taken, information about Amber Alerts on her work computer, other searches that police say reveal her mindset that won't be released. Okay? So, mindset, that could be many different things. Mental health, you name it. Could be a multitude of things. All right? So surveillance footage from her work at the spa shows she concealed a bathrobe and toilet paper when she left, and neither were in the car after she went missing. When she called 911, data tracked her driving 600 yards while she said she was following the toddler along the interstate. According to the police chief, Nick Dervis. All right. That is a distance of 6 football fields. That's a fast running kid. Okay. A 3 to 4 year old kid running 600 yards. That's amazing. Is his name Kal-El? Clark Kent? Okay. No child has been reported missing at this time. All right. Traffic camera footage has been sent to the FBI for enhancement and has not yet been returned. So they're still waiting on some more information. During their initial statement to police, Russell said that when she got out of her car, a man came out of the trees, oh my Lord, and mumbled that he was checking on the baby. He then picked her up, took her over a fence, and the next thing she remembered was that she was in a tractor trailer. In the truck, there was also a man and a woman, according to the statement. She also heard a baby. She was able to escape the truck, but then found herself in a car again and was taken to a house. where she was, this is the part where she was undressed and was possibly photographed. A woman fed her cheese and crackers and played with her hair, she told police. She was also able to escape and run through the woods, finding herself near a residence and able to get home. So how did she escape? That's the question, right? Police said she had a minor injury to her lip, $107 in her sock. And again, let me say this again. She was undressed. So how did they not find 107 smackers in her right sock? Cold hard cash in her right sock. You don't think that those evildoers that took her didn't want her monies? No drugs or alcohol were in her system. Again, she says she was like, somehow she was here and somehow she was there. Somehow she found herself in a tractor trailer where she was being fed Cheez-Its, right? So they said it's not cheese and crackers because they said Cheez-Its in the report, in the video. Okay, from Rico Suave. Okay, Chief Rico Suave. So another interview request from police to speak with Russell hasn't been granted, but police said they're ready to talk when she is. So again, it is very telling. Okay, it is very telling. And she did, yes, Jackie Fennell. Thank you so much for the comment on Facebook. Yes, she bought granola bars and Cheez-Its, y'all. Cheez-Its. Okay. And then she had toilet paper in her possession, a robe that she took. She drove down the road. She called 911, said that she saw a kid, that she was following a kid on the interstate. This kid was running faster than Flash. All right. And then that's when she said she was taken. And then there's a lot of in and out that this man grabbed her, climbed over a fence with her. Okay. Took her over a fence. And then the next thing she remembers is that she was in the back of an 18-wheeler. And that's when there was a man and woman there. And the woman was playing with her hair and feeding her Cheez-Its, but she doesn't have any recognition or any recollection of the physical. Like she couldn't ID the man or the woman. She couldn't ID the woman, which is weird. But then she was undressed and possibly photographed. But when they found her home in one piece, she had $107 in her sock. Right sock. Again, as much as I want to sit here and go, oh, she was in, it's a mental health break. It's this, and this. With all the evidence that we have here and the search, the Google searches that she did, it's hard to look the other way. Unfortunately, it is really hard to look the other way and think that this is a full-on display of mental health, that she had a mental health break out there in the middle of the street. And that's when she saw this little kid. Not with all those, not with Taken. You know what I'm saying? Taken, baby. She's a Taken. So, guys, oh my gosh, what a week. It's not even the end of the week. It's Wednesday. Oh, it's Wednesday. Oh, my Lord, y'all. This has been absolutely crazy. All right. But what say you guys? Let me know what you think in the the family chat, in the comments section. Definitely let me know what your thoughts are. For those of y'all who are watching the replay later, I may be doing this as a individual pop-up just to give you guys the bullets of everything from this press conference. Okay, so be on the lookout for that. I'll be putting that on YouTube and on Facebook as well, just in case you just want the meat and potatoes. Okay, but I appreciate everybody who's here, all every single last one of y'all. It's been an amazing show. I really appreciate you guys for coming through. It really does mean a lot. Make sure that you hit that like button down below. If you haven't done that yet, please make sure you hit that like button, okay? And for those of y'all who are watching on Facebook, make sure the like button and the follow button on the page are hit, because if there's any more updates on this story and other stories, I will be giving you guys those videos as well. All right. So make sure you are followed there and liked on the Facebook page. Okay. And for those of y'all who are watching on the show right here on YouTube, make sure you crush that like button before you leave. It helps with the algorithm, helps get the word out here, helps the story get some feet. Okay. Get some traction. Okay. And also, please, don't forget, if you're watching on YouTube, do not forget to hit that subscribe button. Be great to have you part of the Pascal Show family, okay? So please, guys, have a great rest of your day. I appreciate all y'all for being here. I am very excited about getting past 100,000 subscribers on YouTube. We will be doing a celebration hangout show, most likely Friday. I'll let you guys know about all that. We're going to have a good time just hanging out, talking about different things, so on and so forth. We're just going to shoot the ish, okay, and relax a little bit. I think that's what we need right now more than ever, okay? We definitely do. All right? So anyway, if there's any more updates on this, you know for a fact I'll be telling you guys about it very, very soon, okay? Anyway, guys, I love all you guys. Have a great rest of your day. Be on the lookout for the pop-up, because I'm going to give you guys a summary of everything, okay, in just a little bit. So be on the lookout for that. But anyway, be good to yourselves. Be good to one another. And I'll see you guys very, very soon. Have a blessed day, guys. This is The Pascal Show. Bye.